Because then if they don't know, it says we're live.
Let me see.
So then, I mean, I'm going to
grab. Yeah, it says live. We've been live 8 seconds, but it's not, hasn't gone through. Oh, now it's up.
Okay, so.
It says we're live. There you go. Yeah, we're live.
Ew, I don't want to hear my voice.
You're not gonna, but I need it for the comments because the comments on this app are not great.
They go slow.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Right?
Like
or they maybe only show a portion?
I like it better on here.
Listen, don't talk crap about Melon while we're live. Hey, they might come for us, man.
You're paying them, so it's not like they're doing us any favors.
Oh my God.
Right? Is that fair to say at least?
Yeah, that's fair.
Gotta keep it real. I mean, hey, listen, we're paying for a service.
Hi, Maya. Hi, honey baby. Bebe.
I was like, who are you calling honey baby?
Hey, honey baby. You think I'm calling you Maya and honey baby?
No, I didn't know. I thought you had a stroke or something there for a second. You forgot who I was. I'm taking a picture of our screen here.
Mm-hmm. Hello, guys. So Derek's going to talk to you for a second. Yeah. I gotta get a bottle of water. I'll be right back.
I'm
thirsty.
I'm not being rude, guys. I'm posting this on. I'm posting this on. What do you call it? On Instagram. So I'm just sharing it right now, and then I'm all yours. Link. Boom. Boom. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're live. What's up, everybody? If I'm looking off, it's because the comments are easier. I think I can pull up comments here, too.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I can. I can pull them up here. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's safe. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably home. Unless you're sitting in your car. You're not having that great of a night.
Don't yell at him. Maybe if you're nicer to him, he'll go with you.
I don't know what's going on over there. So excited to see True Crime. Yeah, Stephanie killed it on True Crime Daily today. What's it called, though? It's not called True Crime Daily. What's your thing called? Oh, she can't hear me yet. I'll ask her. Crime Check, I think it's called. I think it's called Crime Check. If you guys are thoughts on the Rittenhouse trial, listen, we're going to talk about a lot tonight. We'll answer all your questions. We're just here chilling tonight, so whatever you guys are doing, that's fine. Started watching Breaking Homicide. Thank you. But yeah, we're gonna answer all your questions tonight, and obviously, I'm sure we'll cover a lot of different things. This week's episode just came out. Hi Daisy. Hi Ashley. Hi Timid. Happy Friday. Yo, I get a smiley face. It's funny you say hot chocolate. So before this started, because we knew we were going live, I was like, yo, I'm going to go grab a hot chocolate. Tonight's the night to grab a hot chocolate. So I went over to Starbucks. Shout out Starbucks in Lincoln for blowing me, like literally ruining me, because I show up and they decided to close early tonight for some reason. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, what? They're just like, yeah, no, we're done. We're shutting it down early tonight. I'm like, must be nice, dude. Shut it down. Like,
Wait,
Friday.
Did you get your hot chocolate?
No.
All right, let me tell you something's going to change your life, man. No lie.
I will not put alcohol in my hot chocolate.
Well, that's stupid, but that wasn't it.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
So, Derek just thinks I'm like a druggy drunk all the time.
No,
what the heck?
No.
So listen, it's this machine called the Velvetier. It makes hot chocolate better than anything you'll ever get at Starbucks. All right. It makes it use real chocolate. You put it in the machine with the milk or whatever, and it like spins it and it froths it and it warms it up. And then it comes out perfect. It's got like all the froth on the top. I'm going to get it for you for Christmas.
Dope. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. You have to tell me what to get you then. I gotta get you something cool. All right. Stephanie looks hot. Stephanie. She looks all right. All too well 10-minute version. Grabbing drinks, lifetime cheers. Oh my God, hot chocolate. I know, dude. I wish one of you guys were close. Legit, one of you guys were close. I'd be like, yo, come bring me a hot chocolate. What? Happy surprise. Hi, friends. Love you both. Because there's where I live. If you're from Rhode Island, I don't even mind saying because I live in Rhode Island. Most people know that. Like, Rhode Island's a small state. So, everyone knows everything. So the closest Starbucks to me is Lincoln. So anybody from Rhode Island knows. By the way, Eric O'Brien. Derek is also pretty hard. Eric. Love you too, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's only one Starbucks close to me. So the fact
how long does it take to get there?
It's close. It's like 15 minutes.
That's close to you?
That's the closest one I have.
You hate driving in the car, man.
For hot chocolate, I'll do a little bit more.
Yeah, my Starbucks is like 2 minutes away.
I know. Hi from Rhode Island, CF. G Jordan, what up, CF? Now, when you say CF, I know you're from CF, and you're not just saying because you Googled me.
What is that? Central Falls?
That's where I grew up, man. That's where I grew up. But only people from Central Falls know.
Call it CF.
Yeah, and it sounds so obvious, like, oh, I could have figured that out, but like most people will be like, where are you from? Central Falls? Like it's like this pretty place. Central Falls is not bad, by the way. But
Central Falls?
Yeah, Central Falls is 1.2 square miles. It's one of the most densely populated cities in the entire country.
Wait, why?
Because it's 1.2 square miles, and we have over 25,000 people that live there in 1.2 square miles. And there's a lot of people from other countries that are there. That's only what we know of. What? Yeah, it's crazy. That's the city I patrolled. It was nuts. Almost every single house there is a triple decker.
That's a lot of people.
It's crazy. You're right on top of each other. It's a tough area. Yeah, Central Falls can be a little tough. There's a couple people in here from this area. Wow, I'm actually surprised.
Is the food awesome though?
So we actually have, and I'm gonna hook you up because obviously you're gonna come to Rhode Island at some point. My Rhode Island people, back me up in here. Okay, I've been all over the world, and I make it a point to try the cheeseburgers all over the country because I'm a cheeseburger guy. I can tell you that even though I've been all over the world and tried cheeseburgers everywhere, there is no better burger than Stanley Burgers in Central Falls. By the way, they've won like best cheeseburger like a ton of years in a row. But like I brought my whole LA crew for Breaking Homicide out, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, Derek, you keep talking about this place, In-N-Out, all these different places they're naming." Brought them there, dead ass Stephanie. They were like, "This is the best fucking burger I've ever had." I was like, "I told you, and you didn't believe me."
I don't know because like I like a good cheeseburger, but I mean like Tom Walls does a great cheeseburger. Like
What's that? What is it?
Tom Walls?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Tom Walls is?
No.
What about Bill Gray's? Nothing?
No clue. Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
So Nothing. I guess we're going to have to try each other's burgers.
We try each other's burgers. Because mine's not, I won't get into it too much, but it's like a smash burger. It's not like a regular burger. It's like it's something they do, man. I don't know. It's something they do.
What do you mean it's a smash burger? Do they like Five Guys is good too. Five Guys is good.
Stanley's Burgers puts fucking Five Guys like to shame. Like it's not even in the same stratosphere. And I like Five Guys.
Bill Gray's is awesome. Tom Walls and Bill Gray's are very similar, but Tom Walls does these 99-cent root beer floats. When I used to work in the mall, man, I'd be drinking 5 of those a day.
I love a root beer float. I would fuck a root beer float up right now.
Ooh, yeah.
But how about those fries? Are they talking about your place, or because Stanley's Burgers are their fries are fire? I like the really thick steak cut ones, like so the crispy on the outside and like soft and warm on the inside. Derek said the F-bomb. Oh yeah, I mean Stephanie can back me up on this. I have a horrible mouth. When we do the live, you act like you don't though. No. When we thank you Yankees. When we do our videos, obviously you have to have a level of professionalism because you're talking about a real, like someone's real life situation. It's not something we're making up, and it's, you got to be professional and respectful. So Stephanie, both of us, we don't swear. I mean, very rarely, unless we're like super mad, do we swear in the videos. Oh, in the video. Yeah. No, I'm saying Stephanie, but neither of us swear. And I was like, why are you lying to them? No. Off camera, when we're not recording an episode that involves someone's tragedy, you and I are sailors. We swear every other word. Yeah, it's so true. It's terrible. It's terrible. But I read somewhere that people that swear are smarter. I'm just passionate. I just think I'm passionate. Like when I say the word fuck, like I even say it when I'm happy. Me too, definitely. You know what I mean? Like, especially when I'm happy. Obviously, you know who Gary Vee is, right? Yeah. Like I believe in his mentality. Like he's kind of like he swears all the time. He offends people. He's just doing it because it's like that's how he expresses himself. Yeah. I think it's really how you grew up, yes, too. Yes. And there's a time and place for it. Like, I'm not like, even if I'm passionate in church, I'm not like going like, yeah, fuck yeah, Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that, Yo, so
if there's a church where they do that, I'm going. I don't go to church, man, but if there's a church where they're standing up and yelling, "Fuck yeah, Jesus," I'm there, man.
no,
it's my church.
That would be different. But yeah, I mean, it's a time and a place, and like you and I are friends. We swear a lot, and it sounds corny in a way, but we're on these. I love these lives because we just get to be like 100. We're 99.9% ourselves in the actual episodes. We get to be 100% here.
I'm always 100.
That's not true. That's not true.
You don't think so?
You're not 100% because you talk differently when the camera's not rolling.
Oh.
You know, like you put on your professional hat when you're recording an episode.
Yeah, I sound like a Jersey girl when the camera's not rolling.
Yeah. That's fair. That is fair.
You should hear me when I'm driving, man. Freaking people.
Powered by pineapple. I like that. I wish it said powered by pineapple. That'd be sick.
I feel like it shouldn't be saying powered by melon since I have premium and this powered by melon should go away. Look, I can move it. I can't do anything. I wonder if I can hit and delete. Nope. Click to resize. Maybe I can make it really small. That's as small as it gets. All right. Well, what are you going to do? Freaking melon.
I love you guys. Love you, Stephanie.
The Church of the Undercover fucking Pineapple.
Stephanie's wearing her emotions on her sleeve on her channel. So much sass. It was like a compliment. Can they see the chat? Yeah, we can see the chat. We're looking at you right now. Keely. Hope I'm saying your name right.
Kaylee. Hide it behind the text ribbon. Oh, great idea. Yes. Who said that? Who said that? SSS. Banana. Yes. Wait, did it pop back up? No.
Crimson Topaz says, "Hi, Stephanie. You're one of my favorite true crime people along with Kendall, John L., Danielle on YouTube. Derek, I'm getting to know you so far, and I like what I see." Thank you, Crimson.
I love John Lorden. Like, good friend of mine. Really good friend of mine. Always there for me. When I have a case I want to like go over, especially before I had Derek, I would call John Lorden or John Crimes. Danielle, what a sweetheart she is. I love that girl. And Kendall's awesome. I'm going to be seeing Kendall in February. I'm going to go over there and hang out with her on Mile Higher Podcast. Can't wait. Derek, I've never been to Colorado, dude.
Colorado's sick. Derek, where do you get the Sharpies? I'll hold off on that right now. I won't say. You get a surprise. You get a surprise. Yeah, I mean, I can't, it's not ready yet, but I'll tell you guys that obviously you guys were got a ton of those questions. So what I basically did was, because I was sending you guys there, and they're always out of these items. So like the bracelet, the key that I sent Stephanie, the Sharpie. So I'm gonna put together a kit. I'm only gonna do 100 of them at first, but it'll be a kit where I've curated all these things into one kit. And I'll have them up for sale where you guys can. I'm only gonna do 100, see how they do. If they do really well, I'll do more. But it'll have the Sharpie, it'll have this bracelet, it'll have the key, and it'll also have this upgraded bracelet, but with a handcuff key attached, which Stephanie and I were like kind of like figuring it out. And there's different colors you can do, but I was asking Stephanie's opinion. She said just do black for now. So the first kit will be all black items.
Well, no, because it would be random what colors.
Yeah, you wouldn't get to decide right now because it's going to be just me shipping them out. So it's like I literally already have the envelopes here. Actually.
So personally, if I can't pick my color, I'd rather have black because what if I get some color like orange? No, don't want that.
There you go. So I'm waiting for the other items. But I just went out and bought them with my own money. So these are the bracelets. So we got those. And there'll be a discount too. So I worked with them where they're going to actually do a code for you guys as well. I have like Crime Weekly on it. Where if you want to buy more stuff from them, you can for a discount just for being a listener of ours.
Hey, when do you think those will be ready? Because I think those will make great Christmas presents. Like I was just thinking... You know, I have a daughter. She's 20, and I would give her something like that for Christmas.
You're not gonna buy one from me. Are you crazy?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're not gonna, for Nev. I'm just gonna obviously send you it. I've already sent you some. I'll send you anything that she needs. Obviously,
because that'd be a great gift for like a young girl. You know, especially if you have a kid off at college. Like you just worry nonstop. You don't know yet, Derek, but your girls go to college, man. You're just gonna be stressed 24/7, wondering what are they doing, who are they with. what the hell are they doing?
No, I
Oh,
got Nev. Nev's gonna be straight. She's gonna be all geared up.
this girl walks out of my house today. She's like, I'm going for a walk. I'm taking my bunnies for a walk. I think she's gonna be walking around the driveway. 2 hours later, she shows back up after dark and she's like, hey, I just walked to Starbucks,
Yeah,
which
no.
is 5 minutes to drive, but like an hour and a half walk. And I lost it. I was like, don't ever do that again, man.
Yeah. It's it's definitely, that's why I sent it to you. Like I sent everyone I know, my mom, my sisters, my wife, everybody has them. I think it's a smart thing. As far as when they'll ship, like you've kind of been around for the process. Like, so I'm buying all these items up front. So like I'm taking on the risk where it's like, hey, send me 100 of those bracelets. I'm just going to pay for them up front. And the only reason I'm doing 100 is one, because of that, because it's like thousands of dollars for all these items. And then, I didn't want to be stuck with 100 bracelets sitting here. And two, if it goes really well, we'll do more. But it's it's not only that, these companies are not like big companies like Nike. So these are like people who are custom making these things.
Yeah.
And so like they can only do so many. So when I hit them up, I'm like, hey, can you make me 100 Sharpies? Like it's a big undertaking for them.
They think you should do a pre-order list. I agree.
I feel bad because I know it's going to happen. And you said this. I asked your opinion. You said this. You go, they're going to go too quick.
Of course. I mean,
I know. You said that.
I did.
I thought 100 was a lot.
I didn't think it was. I think 250 would have been a good start. But 100 is a good start because that's what you got. However, I would say go ahead and announce it like on the podcast and then open it up for pre-orders so that people aren't like, oh, we weren't on the live. That's not fair. Way. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Right now I only have the bracelets and the packaging. I'm still waiting on the keys. So it's going to be called the Keep You Safe Kit. And so like they're engraving the keys. Like Stephanie, if you guys see, like, I think you showed it in a YouTube video, or was it a live where you showed
my
it?
key?
Yeah.
It was a live, I think.
It was a live, I think, where like it's like custom made and like yours says STS on it because that was that's the company, but these are gonna say KYSK on them.
Keep you safe.
Yep, Keep You Safe Kit. And the reason I had to add the K, I'll be completely transparent with you guys. I didn't even think I told you this, Stephanie. I was gonna do KYS.
Keep Safe Kit.
Oh, Keep You Safe. I was just gonna put KYS on the key.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's gonna be perfect. Then I, doing my, me, I'm OCD about everything. I researched that.
Probably a company already, right?
No. KYS, and people are probably going to say this in the comments. That's something you say to someone if you want them to kill yourself.
Oh, no.
It's like a known thing. So,
what?
I was like, yeah. So I had to.
Well, I didn't know it.
Right? What? I didn't know it either. I
see. That, yeah. I mean,
right?
I guess, yeah.
But you don't want to put on these keys like,
oh my God. Good thing you looked.
Right? And you don't want to put on these keys like a self-defense key because then someone like an offender would know what they mean. So I what they are, because they don't look like that initially. They don't look like they could be a weapon when you're
I usually have mine on me, but hold on one second. Hey, Stephanie and Derek from David and Rosalind, please read this out. It's her birthday. It's Rosalind's birthday. Happy birthday, Rosalind.
Happy birthday, Rosalind.
What is today? November
12th.
My husband's birthday is on Monday, so you're a Scorpio like him. Rosalind.
Rosalind.
All right, listen. My key, it's black, and so that's what you're gonna engrave the letters on.
Yeah, I'll get it. We're like talking shit, and I'm like, I got it right here. I gotta pull my headphones out again, see, because they don't reach.
So my husband makes fun of me because he's like, why do you have this thing with you all the time? Like when we went to Philly, I brought it with me and then I like kept it on the table next to my bed in the hotel. And my husband, Adam, was like, you don't need that. Like I'm here. And I was like, listen, you don't need to worry because I'm here with this key.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry.
So this is the key. Basically, it just looks like a kid's toy, kind of. Mm-hmm. And it's going to obviously have the letters in it that I said. This little thing right here glows in the dark. So if you want to find it like on your nightstand or whatever, it's easy to find at night. It looks like a key, but when you hold it, it like ergonomically sits in your hand. And it's sharp. It's actually, it hurts. Like even going like this, it hurts.
It does.
So that'll be in there. The Sharpie will be in there. And the Sharpie, again, as you guys know, looks like a regular Sharpie, but it's not. Do the math. You can figure out what that would do to someone. It's a polymer rod running through it. And then obviously the bracelet will be in there, but it's actually an upgraded model. So the model that you guys are going to get has a little metal a hidden handcuff key on it. So, and it won't be like bedazzled out like mine because Tenley did this to mine. But you can do it to yours too. I'll show you guys how to do it if you want. It'll just be the band with the little armor piercing bead, which breaks windows, and the handcuff key. And that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, it's awesome.
By the way,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you please first.
I was gonna say you didn't have your headphones in, but they were shouting you out for your Crime Watch Daily. I guess I would call. What do you call that when it's your first day? Your first day doing
debut?
Your review? Your debut. Thank you. They were saying you were doing a very good job, so I was telling everyone. But there's more people in here now. Stephanie's doing a thing called Crime Check on Crime Watch Daily, their YouTube channel. Are you sending them over there?
Yeah, I put it on YouTube. It's just funny because I've been on Crime Watch Daily before. I've been on their podcast. I was with Billy Jensen in LA a couple of years ago, and then I went on with Anna Garcia as well last year on the podcast. But this Crime Check thing was actually difficult for me because I'm not used to making things so short, So I might try to stretch it to like a 15-minute thing, but damn, it was tough for me. I was like, oh, I want to add this. But I think it's nice to have little quick, like, literally like little crime bites, bites.
Crime bites. I actually hurt my hand. I punched myself too hard. I'm like, damn. It didn't cut me, but it hurts.
Oh my God. That when I keep that key in my pocket sometimes if I sit down.
Oh yeah, it gets you. It bites you for sure, dude.
I have a mark on my leg.
Dude, it'll bite you. It's deceivingly, it'll pass through an airport, you know what I mean? But it's because it's polymer. It's just plastic. But it's a hard resin. Someone wrote up there before this person came up. Hi, Stephanie and Derek. Just want to say say how much I love you, guys, and I appreciate you. Never stop. My question is, what are your tips or advice for staying safe and aware in the world that we live in? # forever paranoid.
I'm forever paranoid too. So, how to stay safe?
Yep.
I mean, protect yourself in this way, I would say.
Grab the keep you safe kit.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a tough thing because honestly, like, I'm very paranoid, and every time I leave, especially like when we went into lockdown and then we were all sort of like inside for so long, like that was I was in my glory. I was like, oh, I don't have to leave the house. This is sweet. And then when everything started opening back up, it was tough for me to like go back out into the real world. And I'm just super paranoid. Like I was in my driveway the other day and I saw something move out of the side of my eye and I like spun around real quick, but just stay vigilant, and I don't trust any. I'm not going to give you advice because my advice is terrible. My advice will make you a hermit. So I'm not going to give you advice because my advice would be stay home, trust no one, and stay to yourself.
I think it's two things. I think situational awareness is the most active thing you can do when you're out. And it's in the places where you expect to be safe. Movie theaters, shopping malls, grocery stores, going to get gas, coming out of the gym. I just put up a Instagram the other night, and I never post, but like I'm walking out to my car after the gym and there's a bunch of men and women walking out to their cars and they're all jacked up and they still have their AirPods or whatever type of headphones that they were wearing in the gym in their ears as they're walking to their car. Your ears are like,
no.
Your ears are obviously, they can hear things that are coming up behind you. Your eyes can't see things that are coming up behind you. So when you're listening to music, you're completely zoned out, or if you're on the phone, you're completely zoned out. And if there's somebody in the parking lot, they may not have known you went in, but they may just be lurking, waiting for a person who's a victim of opportunity. Mm-hmm. And if you're dancing to music and you're trying to find your keys or whatever to get in your car, all it takes is a second to come up behind you, and that's it. It's game over. So it's one of those things where wherever you are, just be aware of your surroundings. It's better to be safe than sorry. We all know that. So just don't get complacent. If you're at a shopping store at night or whatever, try to park close to the entry doors, under well-lit areas. If you see someone leaving the store, like a Walmart or whatever, try to walk out in the same area with them, even though they might not be with you. The perpetrator may not know that. So there's a lot of little things you can do, but keeping your head on a swivel is the number one thing. Because if you see something that causes you some concern, play it safe. Go back inside to wherever you are. Ask for an employee or whatever to walk out with you.
I've said that all the time, man or woman. Yeah. Man or woman. There's no shame in asking for an escort outside. Not at all. And I'm the worst with having my headphones in all the time. Like when I go into stores, I always have my headphones in when I'm shopping because I don't want anyone to talk to me. But when I leave the store, especially if it's at night, not so much in the day. I do have to say, not so much in the day, but if it's at night, like I leave my house after dark. Who am I kidding? But if it's at night, I definitely take them out.
What do you think about this question that's on the screen right now? This would we do that? A multi-part Green River killer. Have you done that case yet?
I have not done that case yet, but I did just get interviewed for a documentary.
Oh shit, that's why it sounded familiar. Okay, yeah, you can't say much. I didn't know that. Yeah, I did know that.
So I can't say too much.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can. But
yeah, you definitely shouldn't.
I think I'll be very prominent in it, and I know the case very well, especially now, because when I went to go sit down to interview for it, I was like, I know this case pretty well, but I better like.
Yeah, you were researching it before you went. Yeah,
I was so stressed because
maybe it's something we could do afterwards, though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Who's this person that did this? Really, I think what's her name? So Jamie, can you put Jamie on the screen? I think she's trying to tell us something. Look at the amount she donated. I don't think that's a coincidence.
I'm gonna go up. Oh.
I see you, Jamie. I know what you're doing. It's in Canadian, but
Jan?
No, Jamie.
Hi, Jan. Resendez.
It should be in pink.
Oh, I see it. All right, show on stream. This week has been strange and crazy. Thank you for going live tonight. Just finished the podcast. Such a frustrating case with lack of evidence. Love you both. Are you talking about the podcast that went up today? Amber's case, Amber Jackson. Oh my God. I really enjoyed talking to Derek about that case on the podcast because there is a lack of evidence, right? But also I feel like the evidence that's there says a lot.
It's funny. It's like there's a lack of evidence, but also more than most cases because you have like signs of struggle and you have a couple people of interest that, have some things that are incriminating in and of, by themselves, She completely missed the 69. You think she did? Oh, you think she should have did 69. I got you. I got you. Jamie, I don't think that's it. What do you think, Steph? You think it's a coincidence that she did?
I like it, man.
I like it. I like it.
Cass, it'll be up on YouTube Wednesday, and definitely check it out. I think this is one of our favorite episodes I've done thus far.
Yeah, spoiler alert. There's going to be crazy photos in there, like never before seen photos, like behind the scene photos that were sent to me by my producers who were like taking cell phone shots on their phone while we were filming. Like, so you're going to see things that have never been seen before, even if you've watched the Breaking Homicide episode. So yeah, we're going to have like access to things in that case that I don't think anybody else has covered her case, but even if they have, they don't have those things. I don't think any of them have gone to Kauai and actually sat down with, the person of interest and also the police department.
I really want you to like call up Greg Glazer though and get him on speakerphone.
That'd be funny.
That'd be so
I haven't talked to him in years. He probably don't even have this. I don't even know if I have his number in my phone.
Your work phone or your personal phone?
I have him in here.
I'm going to Colorado in February. At the beginning of February, Jesse. From my eye, you can't hunt with nothing else. Oh, girl, that's super. Yo, can we call him? Did you text him?
I'm gonna text him.
Be like, Greg, you up?
No, I actually shouldn't. That's unprofessional. I won't do that. But he'd be like, I haven't talked to him since the show.
It's just exhausting how you always want to be a professional.
Yeah,
I'm gonna break you, man. One day.
I'm gonna break you, man.
I'm gonna break you. One day you're gonna let loose.
I mean, it's not even about like letting loose. I mean, I think I let loose, but it's like,
if you do, I've never seen it.
It's like my action, it's like how unprofessional would it be for a private investigator out of the blue to call a person of interest for his YouTube channel?
It's your friend, man.
He's not my friend. I've never spoken to him since the show. You think we're friends. You want to be his friend.
No, I don't want to be his friend. I don't want any friends, but I do want to talk to him. I do want to talk to him.
You would just be grilling him.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know because I'd do it in a nice way. But to me, like, it's not that I don't want friends because I don't want friends. It's because friends are work. Like, every relationship is work. And I'm exhausted. I'm going to corrupt him. Don't worry, Angry Bubbles. It's happening.
She's already corrupted me.
A little bit, not enough.
Oh, Britney is free. What do you think about that? I saw that all over
I'm
Twitter.
super happy about it.
Yeah, good for her. I mean, how old is she? I think she's close to our age.
She should be older. She's older because when I was young and her Hit Me Baby One More Time album came out with that little schoolgirl outfit, I was like, oh, snap. And I went to a Catholic school, so I still had my schoolgirl outfit. And I definitely learned to dance, put my hair in pigtails. Super bad example at that age, I feel like, now that I look back. Maybe that's what happened to all of us. Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. Because I remember that Dirty video too, man. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was good. I used to watch
I
like
had
the
I
music
had Britney
videos
and
in the
Christina in my
morning.
lockers
I had
for
Leo on
sure.
my wall, but I'd
I mean, I
still
can't
have
blame you
Leo on
there.
my wall.
I can't blame you there. He's a stud. Can we have season 3 of Breaking Homicide with Stephanie? I'm down. I'm
We can
definitely
do
down.
a YouTube version of Breaking Homicide.
I know that's
So
gonna
we
take
don't
some
have,
money.
we just want to answer to ourselves. Yeah, so she's 39. She's a couple years older than us.
Derek, just say, hey man, I'm doing this case, and we could use your professional advice.
That's what I'm saying, man. And tell them you want one of those tiki bars, because I do. I haven't built one.
I'll be like, yeah, I'm looking to build a tiki bar or a yurt.
Yeah,
I want some advice.
Greg, I'm building a yurt and a tiki bar, and nobody knows yurts and tiki bars like you do.
Dude, he's a character. There's no doubt about it. He is something different. Y'all should cover the Kyron Horman case. I feel like you've covered that.
No.
Okay. That's a missing persons case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mad respect for you guys. Love you both. I love Crime Weekly shirt. I love the Crime Weekly shirt and sweater. Sweet.
Aww.
We love it too, so we're glad you like it.
A yurt is like it's like glamping. Michelle Rust. Actually, let me write that down, Olivia. Olivia Hacker. What a cool name. Let me write that down because I have seen that name. Oh, it's just my water. No worries. I have seen that name so many times for some reason in the past couple of weeks. Do I not have a pen? I always have a pen. How is this possible?
Derek, have you talked to Faith Hedgepeth's family since the arrest? Yes. Yes, I have. Multiple times. Spoke to her dad multiple times. Not going to share what we talked about, but
yo, chill out. They just wanted to know if you had talked to them.
Yeah, I definitely have talked to them. Yep. Still, the investigation's still ongoing. But yeah, they're relieved that there's a start.
Honey! Sorry.
We'll see what happens.
That's my girl, Tawny, over there. Tawny's been with me for so long, man. My oldest is begging me for an undercover pineapple shirt. Yeah, well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And we appreciate everyone who's already, we've sold a lot of merchandise, so we really do appreciate it. It's like, it's kind of I thought there'd be like 1 or 2 things that would sell, but a lot of it, different colors, whatever, it's all selling. Stephanie picked out all the colors, so shout out Stephanie. She kind of handled all that.
I mean, Derek does the heavy lifting, and I just decorate pretty much.
Yeah. You're like, I got this, Derek.
Derek handles all like the like serious stuff, logistics and stuff like that, and then all the grown-up stuff because I am a child.
You know what I wish you could do? Mm-hmm. So, full disclosure for everybody who's in here, we're 600 people away from 90,000. 600 subscribers away. Oh. So we're hoping we get there by tonight.
400. No, it was
nope. Remember, you were like, 600. 600. You were all happy.
Yeah, because I did basic math. Well, in this life, you have to take it where you can get it. You got to take your joy wherever it comes from.
You're like, see, Derek, I could do math.
I can't do math. So that was a very big achievement.
You're like, dude, I got this.
I literally think like if there is how people have dyslexia for like words and stuff, I think I have dyslexia for numbers and distances and stuff. So somebody could say, oh, that's 200 yards away. And I'd be like, what the hell does that mean? Like, tell me which tree it's next to, because honestly, I can't eye something and say, oh, that's half a mile away or 200 yards or 5 feet. Yeah. I have math dyslexia. Do you guys know the case about the Dr. Christopher Douche? I think, is that the one that Dr. Death, the Dr. Death podcast is about him? Is that him? You think that's part of your ADD, Stephanie? Probably. But I mean, like, other stuff, like, I have a very good memory. I can read something and remember it very easily. I have a good memory. I just suck. I suck with numbers and directions. Oh.
Derek, Rebecca Zahau, why did you not agree with Cyril? That's a case I tell Stephanie about all the time.
Mhm.
So listen, I don't even want to get into the case because I took a lot of heat for it, but I think that's something that I'm most proud of for myself, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of people that go on television and they will say what is popular, what is the majority, what is trendy, because they don't want to be the outlier. They don't want to be canceled. They don't want to do whatever. And it's like they basically, in spite of what they might personally believe, they will kind of cater to whatever they think is going to be the right answer. And I have always been a person where it's like, I'd rather you hate me for who I am or what I believe in than love me for someone I'm not.
Me
And
too.
so with that case, Chris and I were putting our names out there, and there were things that we had access to that you guys don't. And I will say this part of it. There's other documentaries that have been done. One was done right around the same time as us. And the interesting thing about that documentary that was done, that basically said she was murdered, right? Or it inferred like there could be foul play. The main source that they had in that case was Rebecca Zahau's family's attorney. And the reason I know this is because we had access to that same attorney. And Chris and I told production that we would meet with him, but we weren't going to rely on him for our investigation because he's tainted. He had hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line for the family. So we didn't use him, but we did receive a lot of the information, and we contacted people outside of it. And there were things out of respect for Rebecca and her family that we did not include in the episode. That, things that were, everyone goes through hard times. And, so we didn't include it. But I will say this. I still stand behind what we said on the show. There has been nothing that has come out that has changed my mind. And I'll go even further to say that there are individuals within that investigation, both on the initial investigation and on the secondary investigation that was done after all of the outcries and all these things that came up about it, that I have spoken with personally, and they said, you're 100% right. And I wasn't about being right. It was just about saying what I truly believe in, even though we knew there was going to be a lot of backlash. And why I think that's a good thing is you may not have agreed with me on that case, and that's okay. You're probably not going to do that. But at least when I give my opinion on a case, I'm telling you what I truly feel, even if it's going to get me backlash. So that's going to help me going forward, is that what I say I truly believe in. I'm not just bullshitting you guys. So that's a tough one, though. That is a tough one. That was a tough one for a lot of people. But we consulted with some experts. Chris Mahandi is one of the top forensic psychologists in the world. He broke down her entire journal and everything that he had access to, at least. And, we stand behind what we said. But I do know there are other opinions out there, and I respect their opinions as well.
Yeah, guys, I'm writing your case suggestions down as Derek is talking too, so I am paying attention. I got Michelle Russ, Patty Atkins, Rick Bailey. Keep throwing them in there, and if hopefully I'll see them and then put them in. Yeah, I agree. Felicia's right. And you're absolutely right. And I feel the same way. And I think that's why we get along so well, because I think it's too hard to be super politically correct all the time. And I know that there's a lot of people who do it, like they kind of see which way the wind's blowing and then they sort of like go along because it's easier, to be honest. But in order to be genuine, you have to stay true to yourself. And also it's easier that way. It's easier to be yourself, to wake up and just be the way you would be than to be somebody else. And eventually all the people who are putting on a front or just going with the crowd, that can't last forever. That's not long lasting. It will fall. The mask will fall off, and then everybody.
Dude, you're gonna get fucking caught.
Yeah, and then people will be like, "Oh, you're a fucking
hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite. You're lying. You're not being who you actually are." Yeah. And I'm not here for that.
Nah, you just got to be. And trust me, it wasn't like we weren't self-aware. We knew. No. And if you watch, I don't even care if you watch the episode, but I literally went into there thinking, "Oh, she definitely got murdered," and I had someone tie me up the same way she was tied up to see if I could do it myself. And I was able to make that knot in like 5 minutes. And I had very little like nautical experience at that point. Like there were so many things. They're like, oh, it was like a nautical knot that only a sailor would know. It was like the most basic freaking knot you could think of. It looked really complicated, but it wasn't. It really wasn't. And I have no incentive in the game to lie. And, you know, I'm not like working on anybody's payroll. And so that was just my opinion. But there were people who did other shows that were incentivized to do it certain ways. I don't blame them. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, it is a crazy case, and I strongly recommend you do your own research on it. I have no interest. I told Stephanie, I mean, she covered on her channel, but I have no interest in doing it again because I'm not going to change my opinion. And although I don't mind the backlash, for being honest, I'd be a moron to open myself up to it again. If you really want to get
backlash,
yeah, if you really
like you said what you said, and
yeah,
and
I said
it's
what I
done.
said,
Yeah.
you know. But I mean, if you guys want to go watch it and tell me you hate me, that's fine too. But I'm not gonna sit here and rehash it and explain because I'm never gonna know the case as good as I did then. And I was super confident then because I knew the case like the back of my hand. It's been a few years now, so you're definitely gonna catch me at this point in a couple things where I might mix up a fact. And it's like, well, see, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I'll stick with my original.
Especially
statement.
with cases like that where there's like so many people know so much, you know, then it becomes this thing where you're just always getting called out and they're like, why didn't you talk about this? Thank you, my necklace. Oh, I love it too.
Thank you, my necklace. Oh,
Hey,
I love it too.
necklace.
Oh,
the
they were
green
talking about
necklace?
you. Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Do you have a necklace?
No.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
I'm
I
not
do.
talking
Maybe
to
I'm wearing
you.
one under here.
This is peridot. Peridot. It's actually my son's birthstone, but also it has a lot of meanings to me, and I love it.
And it's not a sponsor.
No,
not yet.
I would take any peridot sponsors. My birthstone is amethyst, and it's purple, which I also like. But this is special to me. Beaumont Children. I know a lot about that case. I wrote it down. It's crazy. Nicole Olson and her 2 daughters, because we actually, you know, I'm going to be this weekend and Monday working on the podcast for next week that we're going to be recording on Monday. And I haven't chosen the case yet. Derek said, go crazy, pick whichever one you want.
No, we have an idea which one we're doing.
No.
I
wrote it down, dude. I wrote it down. Yeah.
We literally worked out a schedule.
Yeah. And I wrote it down and
in the next case is going to be 2 weeks before, and then it's going to be Thanksgiving. Yep. You know, you're starting to remember the conversation now. I know you are, and you're like, fuck, I'm remembering what he's saying.
Yo, I thought like this week we were doing a 1-part case, and then we were doing
correct. And
the
then
one that yeah. So
two
this
parts.
coming one, right?
Yes,
this coming
we don't
one
have this one. Yes.
Exactly. So I was right.
Oh my God. Well, because we thought Amber might be too. Remember, we're like, maybe it is, but if it's not, then, you know. But I think we covered that case well in one episode. It was like an hour and 50.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, my birthday is in February. So is Derek's.
Same. We're a day apart.
2 days.
2 days apart.
Right? You're the 6th?
I'm the 3rd.
So we're more than 2 days apart because
I'm
the
8th.
Yeah, the 8th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got Fawn Mountain. Oh, Fawn.
Derek, we're always right.
No, I mean, I'm not always right, but when I'm right, I like to hear him say that I'm right because I am right.
She's always quick to point out
like
when she's right.
Sometimes I'm not right, and then I'll just let it drop. You know, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Let's get this to 300 likes. I like that.
Let's get our subs to 90K.
Dude, I would love that. I think most of the thing it doesn't suck. It's a good thing, but I think 99% of the people in here are probably already subbed. Does that make sense? Probably fair.
Then they should tell their friends to subscribe.
Yes.
February 1st, 1984. Natasha, yes. You,
February
me, Derek.
3rd.
Yeah, all February 1984. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And my daughter's February 5th,
Which
2006. One? Peyton. Yep. 2605. Oh, 2506.
Yeah, okay.
2506. Yeah.
I like to have everybody's birthdays.
Yep. And Tenley's 12/30/12.
Peyton's the 6th?
Peyton's the 2/5/2006.
The 5th.
Shout out from Rhode Island. Love it.
Yo, Tenley's birthday's in December?
Mm-hmm. It's a expensive month for me.
Right. Yeah, Bella is to the beginning of January, January 3rd, man. I'm like, what the heck?
And Janya's birthday is the end of December as well.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yep.
I like at least with Bella, she's 4, so you can kind of pull it off. But when she gets older, man.
Yep. It was rough. I was actually, it's so fucking funny. I was in Hawaii filming in December. So I had to get their Christmas gifts out there.
Oh man.
Yep. And I had to like get them all home. I bought Jenna a Louis Vuitton bag, and I was like, I'm not putting this like in the luggage because that'll be gone.
No, you gotta carry that on.
So I'm like walking through.
Well, you think they're just like going through your? Yeah, they do go through.
They
your
do.
luggage.
There's been so many things that I've had damaged while traveling for BH. So many things. So many things that damaged, missing.
I honestly feel like I never want to get on a plane again. Like it is so stressful lately. Only from now on, if I'm staying on the East Coast, I'm driving. But
is it the cop thing? What does that mean? Is it the cop thing?
What cop thing?
I don't know.
What is the cop thing?
I hear everyone alive. What kind of done?
Nicole Olsen. Okay, that's no. Okay, got it. My son is 3/17/14 on St. Patrick's. Huh. Mine is Christmas Day. Oh my God, that's awful. I'm so sorry. We're gonna get you a new birthday, Doris.
You guys are so well researched and also very thoughtful and considerate. Do you guys sleep okay? I'm not gonna say anything. Stephanie will have a lot to say about that. Because honestly, I don't sometimes. Also, have you ever heard of missing 411? If so, is it real? A few questions in there. First, do we sleep a lot, Stephanie?
No. Neither one of us sleeps a lot, but
No.
we have like different sleep schedules because I feel like when I'm waking up, Derek's going to sleep.
So true. When I post stuff in the morning, it's probably because I haven't slept yet.
Yes. So sometimes I'll wake up at like 6 and I'll see that he just sent an email and I'll be like, yo, there's no way he just woke up. So he's just going to bed.
It's true. It's true.
So we're kind of on opposite schedules because I usually go to sleep around like 1, 2, and then I get up at like 6:30. And then he goes to sleep whenever. I don't know. And then he wakes up whenever. I don't know.
I get it in when I can.
Yeah. Do you guys have anxiety? So when I sleep at night, I've always had a hard time falling asleep because my mind races. So I have certain things that I do to be able to fall asleep. Luckily, my bed's comfortable and I have certain substances that help me turn my mind off. And that's really what needs to happen, honestly, because or it won't turn off. And we do cover disturbing things. Yeah. So, that's hard.
I've gotten better. I had PTSD after my shooting and, so I ever since then, I've still taken melatonin to go to sleep at night. But there was a while, like, because I blew out like one of my eardrums, or I felt like I did. It was ringing felt like a year. But yeah, probably for about a year.
From the melatonin?
No, from my shooting.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And then, but after my shooting, I was 23. I definitely had really bad anxiety after that for a while. But over time, with the help of like seeing a therapist and all that good stuff, reading, finding out, figuring out what actually happened and kind of coming to terms with it. I still have anxiety sometimes, but definitely not as bad as I used to.
I don't know if I have anxiety because I've always been like this. So maybe, probably, but I don't know because I've always just been like this for as long as I can remember. I've been sort of paranoid and on edge and I don't know, weird. Yeah, Stephanie smokes the devil's lettuce and the wacky tobacco. That's from, just so anybody doesn't know, it's from a previous video of mine. But yeah, and it's really helpful, to be honest. Like for me, especially because I love to work, honestly. I think that's something that people don't understand. Like I work a lot, but I enjoy it. And when it's the end of the day, it's hard for me to turn it off and stop. So I need to have something that allows me to stop without me having a choice in the matter. And that's really where that comes in. Sometimes Derek will call me at like 7. He'll be like talking to me and I'm, how I get. And then he's like, are you high? And I'm like, is it after 6? Yes. Like this is the only way.
Yeah. I don't hit you with any tough questions after 6.
You can try.
I don't bother. I'm like, this is just going to be a nightmare.
But I tell him sometimes, man, like I have my best ideas sometimes when I'm high. And it's absolutely true. I wish I could use it for pain management, but it makes me paranoid. So there's certain things you can do to get around that. You might be taking too much. Just take a little bit, microdose. It's cool. Would you guys tour the U.S.? Would you guys tour the U.S.? Yes, we are going to do that.
We're going to do it for sure.
We have big ideas for that.
Yeah, COVID's the biggest. I think, honestly, we'd probably be setting it up for 2022 if it wasn't for COVID, you know? There's so many restrictions. It's like it would inhibit, like it would take away all the fun of the tour. I want to be able to have it where like we're comfortable, we understand restrictions, and
we can give you guys hugs if we see you, and we can get close to you, and nobody's feeling like weird about it, you know.
Sometimes you can't even like serve food at certain places. Like even last night I went to the Bruins game, and it was interesting because I'm vaccinated, but I brought my parents, and we drove up to Boston, which isn't that close to me. And there's like these lines to get in. We already had our tickets, so we're like, what are these fucking lines for? And they're like, hey, we need to see your vaccination cards. Well, we're all vaccinated, but we didn't have our cards with us. And like, I guess in Massachusetts, they have passports or whatever for that. Mm-hmm. So we had to step out of line. My mom had to call my sister, who does not live with my mom, drive over to her house, take a picture of her vaccination card so that we could get into the arena. So again, it's just like one of those things where like every state is different, and we don't want people missing out or us having less people there because of things that we weren't aware of. So like there's already enough logistical problems with doing some type of tour. Never mind the things that we can't, the state by state protocols right now.
Exactly. Because you don't know, and you don't. Yeah. And then we don't want to be like, well, this state has protocols that don't allow this, so we just can't go to this state. Yeah. We want everybody to have. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a nightmare.
It's weird.
We're not going anywhere though. It'll happen 100%. Like we already have like some of the gear to have it happen. We like bought it, and we have like a second mic and all these things for the reason. So we're ready to go, but it's just a matter of like doing it when it's the right time.
Yeah, and like Mora Cat, it changes too. Like that's the thing, because you'll like be getting in the car and like, we're going to New Jersey, and we know what it is, and then by the time you get to New Jersey, they're like, we've changed it, and then you're screwed. So
what did I tell you today? What was I bitching about today?
Which one? Which part were you
so I'm going on a cruise in February.
Oh my God.
And literally we're like past the date where we have to like pay or you get penalized.
Yeah, so like if you cancel at this point, then you basically be screwed. Yeah.
And Royal Caribbean, and I love Royal Caribbean, to be honest with you, but I'm a loyal member there. I always book with them. They send us an email, and it's like all these new guidelines for children, because now there's protocols for children, and the vaccine is available for children, which it wasn't when we booked. And I'm not going to get into all the details of like what you should do, what you should not do, but I'm very apprehensive about getting the vaccine for my kids. I'm vaccinated. My wife's vaccinated, but nevertheless, my children are not currently vaccinated. And I honestly probably am not. I don't think I'm planning on getting them vaccinated, but don't come for me
at this point.
At this point, no, I need more science. Just like I do with a case. I don't mind taking a risk a little bit with me because I'm in a higher, risk area. But when it comes to the kids, I am making a decision for them that could affect them the rest of their lives.
And so they don't have a choice. Like, that's the weird part.
They're trusting me, and that's a heavier burden than doing it for yourself.
I completely agree.
So it's like I'm like fucking losing sleep over it, to be honest with you. You want to talk about anxiety? That's where my anxiety is. But to get it back on track, now there are things that you can't do on the cruise if your children are not vaccinated. Like for anybody who's been on a cruise, like you stop in different ports and then you can like go visit the place where you are. Well, now if your children are not vaccinated, you cannot get off the boat unless you have like a pre-planned like tour that you've paid for. And it's like you get off the boat, go right on that tour, come right back. Like you're not allowed to like kind of explore the island or, the country, wherever you are. Yeah. So it's like I was on the phone with them for like 4 hours today, working through all that stuff. Because it's like if we can't do anything, like if my kids aren't allowed in the arcade, then why am I going? Because like if they're not allowed at the pools, then why am I going? So, I will say this: they were great. They were absolutely great. They're like, if you want to cancel, we're going to allow you to cancel. This only happened. This only happened because the new protocols and we have guidelines to follow. But They were super accommodating. They sent me like an actual like visual representation of what's going to be allowed, what's not going to be allowed, how dining is going to work. So now I just have to make a decision with my family. I think we're still going to go because it didn't seem that bad as far as the restrictions. It's just a little bit more complicated. But back to the tour stuff, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it changes by the day. So, who knows?
Stressful. It's a stressful time, man.
It is. I was not prepared for that one. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me get back on the phone. And anyone who books through Royal Caribbean knows, as great as they are, it's tough. It's tough on the phone to like get someone who knows what they're actually talking about. Because a lot of these people are just like low level, like just the reservations. They don't know the specifics of each cruise line or what each ship is doing.
I think that also like adds to anxiety of just leaving your house, because when you're in your house, you know how everything's going to function, but then you go out in the real world and you don't really know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. If somebody said it is, not to answer your question, Amelia, yes, first and foremost, everybody has to have a negative test within 2 days of the trip. But even though the kids have a negative test, they're still classified as unvaccinated, and they still can't do certain things. So it's a lot. There's a lot there you have to do now. There's a lot more wrinkles in the process of like going on this cruise. And to be honest with you, if I would have known this, now I'm like invested. Like, I'm ready to go. You booked the cruise so far out. You're like so excited to go. Now I'm like ready. I'm already there in my head.
Oh,
so I think
definitely.
we still might.
And you need the break, man, because you work nonstop.
Yeah. So I really want to go. And so we're probably going to go. But if I knew all this, I probably would have just said, let's go to Disney, and just kind of roll with that.
I've never been on a cruise personally. I
know. I already told you we're going.
Yeah. I'm a little afraid.
No, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I love cruises, man. They're so much fun. So much fun.
Do you feel safe though?
Super safe.
I mean, you always feel safe because you're always like just walking around like you're on a SWAT team, man.
Yeah, I feel great on a cruise though. I mean, everyone's such in a good mood, like happy, like hanging out, like. And it depends on the cruise you pick. Like, you don't want to go on. Like, I have made it a point to not go on 3-day cruises. And the reason I don't go on 3-day cruises is because in my experience, 3-day cruises are a little less expensive. So you get like a lot of college kids and stuff that'll book those because it's like, hey, 3 days on the water to get drunk. And then it becomes like a frat house on the cruise.
Yeah, and they usually bring you from like New York City to the Bahamas and back.
Well, I usually go out of Florida because the water is less turbulent. That's another thing. If you go out of the New York or Boston, the water is a lot rougher. In the Western Caribbean, it's literally like glass. There's like no turbulence if it's, you got good weather. So,
oh my God, it makes me so nervous.
No,
like, what if the ship sinks, man? You're so screwed.
No, it's not the Titanic. They got enough life rafts.
They got enough lifeboats?
Yeah, they got enough lifeboats.
Well, they thought they did on the Titanic too. I'll just leave that there. And like, man, we don't know what's out in the ocean, man. I've seen some. I go
Big
whale
fish.
watching. I go whale watching. Like, I'll go on the boat to go whale watching. Like, out of what's it called? What's that place in Cape Cod? Where the Pilgrims landed first before Provincetown. So I usually go out of Provincetown, take a little whale watching boat. You're out there for 2 hours. You come back, and then like, I'm so happy to be back. But I seen some whales, man. Whales as big as the damn ship you're on. What if the whale just wanted to mess you up, man? No.
Yeah. Somebody wrote that the key that's going to be in the package, somebody already bought it because I recommended it. And they're like, do you need a lot of force or a lot of strength to do it? I know I don't like to waste meat. If you want to try it out, buy a piece of thick steak and punch that thing. Not into a counter or something, like with a hand. Watch what it does to that piece of steak. That's all I'll say.
You're going to have them stab a piece of steak?
Yeah, and video it and send it to us because we want to laugh. I just want to see people like fucking up their steaks.
Wait, is the steak like on the table, or
like I want to see them tie it to a string?
Are you making like a person out of a steak, like a steak person, and then you just like go at
it? Please, somebody do that, please.
Oh my God! Don't get good steak though.
They're like sitting there like doing, giving it rib shots.
So they do. You don't need. I wouldn't say you need a ton of force. I don't think I
just poked my hand. It still hurts.
Yeah, I'm not strong in my upper body. Like, my strength is in my lower body because I played soccer all through college and high school. So like, I think that stays with you. Like, if I played baseball when I was young. I'd be stronger in my upper body, but my lower body is where my strength is. I could kill someone with my legs, like Angelina Jolie, Tomb Raider style, dropping down from the ceiling, bam. You know what I mean? My upper body, no, man. And you don't need a lot of force at all. I haven't stabbed a steak yet, though, so I mean, maybe I need to try that out.
It hurts. It'll definitely hurt you. And you got to think, I mean, based on what you're using, you punch someone in the chest, in the face with that thing, damage.
Use a Boston butt roast so you could stuff it with garlic and eat it after. So
that sounds good, actually.
It really does. Mashed potatoes with like cheese in them. Someone do this for science. Yes. We have to have the Try Guys do it.
Yes. That'd be hilarious. I'll die. That's great. We want a t-shirt that says, but to your point, don't come for me. I do say, but to your point. And I say, and again, all the time. Like, I always listen to the video, audio before it goes out. And I'm like, wow. I don't even realize I'm
you said that when we were in Nashville and you mentioned that in the live, and I don't catch that. I don't know why. Maybe I'm so used to hearing you talk that it doesn't even register for me.
This is a good one, and I guess she wrote it here, so I don't mind saying it. Steph, you opening up during the Gabby Petito series. Oh, you already posted it. Shit, you're fast.
I saw it when you were saying it.
Your series really helped me recognize a lot of red flags in my current situation and helped me not continue the cycle of leaving and coming back. Thank you. Lauren, proud of you, girl.
Lauren, that's amazing. I hope that you weren't with this person for too long and, there's not this like just huge gap of time that you have to sort of move on from. But either way, always forward, never back, man. That is something. That's a mantra of mine. Always forward, never back.
I got a mantra too. You ready?
Yeah. What is that?
Fuck them.
That's the mantra.
I do say that a lot to you. Like they're like, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, you do. You do, and so casually too. And like it's usually about something that I'm agitated about too. It's like I'm so pissed, and you're like, "Fuck them," and then when you're pissed,
did you see this comment? And I'm like, text, fuck them. It's like if they're just trying to troll us or whatever. It is what it is.
Yo, I think that I watched the Gabby Petito episode where I did talk about it. 9 years. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. I watched the Gabby Petito episode, obviously back where that kind of came out. And I wasn't planning that. Like, I honestly never planned to tell anybody that. And I was like, I could tell that there was so much more I wanted to say, but this is the honest truth. This is the honest truth. And this is how fucked up it is and how like fucked up I still am, even though it's been so long. I was afraid that he would see it and know I was talking about him, which I'm sure he does or does, if he saw it, and that he would like come after me or like call me or start harassing me or something or tell me to stop talking about it. So I didn't I kept you like, you can tell probably not because he's a pussy, man, but
yeah.
Just me. But I kept seeing myself like starting to talk, and then I was like, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. Like, that's still this long after. I mean, it's been like 15 years, maybe more. And that this long after, I'm still like screwed up from it, man.
Douchebag.
Such a douchebag.
Yeah, I'm seriously not. Again, if he's watching these, don't hit her up. Just hit me up. We can talk.
He probably is, man.
We can talk. I lost 12 years. Got out in time and took my daughter. Awesome. Good for you. I got a lot of DMs about that as well. And I read one, but we've gotten a lot since. And I think that was the best angle to cover Gabby's case because it's like everyone's covering it. So we really wanted to try to do it differently and take something out of it. And I'm glad it worked out. Glad we got the response we did.
Damn. I like every time I hear somebody say like just left, just got out, somebody just said they got out and were able to, get their daughter. Oh my God. I don't like getting emotional and I'm uncomfortable with emotions in general, but it makes me feel emotional.
We're going to cover a new case from Hawaii. Hope so.
What new case is it? Going to cover the new case. What case is that? Oh, hold on. Wait, I lost it.
Christine Bach, we are doing self-defense. We're going to have a self-defense day come out. I got to finish getting the stuff first.
Oh. What would your death row meal be, Derek?
Probably like a Wagyu steak with like bacon, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potatoes.
Wait, is the bacon in the Brussels sprouts?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I said Brussels sprouts tonight. They were so fucking good.
Brussels
if they're
sprouts
cooked
are
right, man,
yep.
oh, so good.
Like the caramel glazed Brussels sprouts with like bacon. Okay.
Yeah, when I was in LA, I went to this restaurant and they had the best Brussels sprouts ever, man. It was like there was like goat cheese on it. There was like a balsamic glaze. They had like these, I don't know, candied like cranberries or something. Oh man.
Dude, can you imagine? Did you see what somebody wrote?
No.
A crime weekly cruise. Oh my god.
I know.
I don't think we have the
awesome.
yank for that yet. We got to get a lot bigger for that. But maybe with your channel and our channel, we could do that.
I think we could do it. But I'm still scared of going on a cruise.
It's honestly not bad at all. You'd love it. They do a crime con cruise. They just did one.
Yeah, don't you feel like though, like when you look out and all you see is water, like you freak out a little bit?
It's honestly, it's great. If you have like a balcony room and stuff, like you just sit out there and chill and like you just see it's awesome. I love it. Maybe it's because you're from the East Coast, so I don't, but you're not a beach person. I'm not really a beach person either.
I'm definitely not a beach person. I'm a pool person.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. I think after the first one, you'd be like, okay, let's do it.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because many things that I have been reticent in trying, and then once I do it, I'm like, I love this. This is my favorite thing ever. So,
how many people legitimately in here? Put a 1. Don't be honest. How many people legitimately in here would book a cruise if we did one? Put a 1 if you would. Because honestly, you would
be honest. He said, "Don't lie about this."
Yeah, don't just say I would in theory, but then and then however many we get, I'm gonna cut it in half, because you would only need like a couple hundred people to book it to make it worth their while. Yeah, everyone's saying 1, which I expected, but it's like,
don't call them liars. I believe you guys.
Yeah, until you send them the invoice, and they're like, I'll watch. I'll listen.
Well, then we're going to have a big boat to ourselves.
Yeah, seriously. Dude,
just be me and Derek strolling around an empty boat.
Dude, a Crime Weekly cruise would be sick. But we could do...
Bubbles, you get Stephanie hugs anytime. I'm not an emotional person, but I do love hugs. I'm an emotional person inside, but I never show it, but I do love hugs. I know. Sick. Derek's just calling everyone out, man. He's just, it's the cop in him. He thinks everybody's lying. Must be a cop thing.
Yeah. Someone writes, absolutely not. Yes, Stephanie Vape God.
We do a mystery dinner one night. Oh, yes. A murder mystery dinner? A murder mystery dinner?
No, but I even think you do a murder mystery scavenger hunt throughout the whole cruise. Yes. Where we
could take a real case and crowd solve it.
We could do that. That would be dope too. Do that. But I'm saying
Karaoke.
You and I could work with them where we plant things throughout the cruise, out the ship, where it's you might have to find a room, find the key for the room, and then find the room. And then in the room there'll be something that'll lead you to somewhere else. It
an escape room? Can we do an escape room?
They have escape rooms on the boat.
Shut up.
Yes. They have on the ship that I'm going on, Mariner of the Seas, they have an escape room thing to do.
So we need an escape room, obviously.
By the way, I haven't been in an escape room yet that I haven't won. Little soft brag there. That I haven't solved.
Well, Derek, neither have I. Okay.
How many have you been in?
6.
6. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how many I've been in.
Yo, I love escape rooms.
So we're gonna have a competition, me against you, and we're gonna both do it and see who can do it faster.
Ooh.
That'd be fun.
I love a good competition.
But I get my secret weapon.
What's your secret weapon?
Tenley.
What's your secret weapon?
Yeah, she does all the escape rooms with me.
What does she do?
Not all of them, but she's done a few of them with me.
What does she do that makes her your secret weapon?
I'm just joking, but it's fun to do it with her. I just give her credit. I'm like, yo, Tenley, you crushed that one. She's like, I know.
Yo, you're giving her the confidence she's gonna need though to be, a
Yeah,
bomb ass
she loves it.
escapist.
She loves it. She's like, Mom, I helped Dad get out of there. Thank you.
Yo, do you remember the freaking Office episode where they did that like Southern murder mystery? And then Andy was like, I'm Caleb Crow, Dad.
I've never watched The Office. I've seen like clips. What? I've never watched that though in its entirety.
I don't even know. I can't.
Yeah. I never got
real?
into it. Nope. I've seen like a 1,000,001 clips of it. So like I told when I met Steve Carell.
I don't even know who the fuck you are.
When I met Steve Carell, it was one of the first things I said. I'm like, dude, I think I'm like one of the like last people left on this planet that hasn't seen The Office. And his response was, yeah, you're probably right.
No, I don't understand. I cannot compute. Why?
I don't know. I've seen so many clips of it and I'm like, oh, I got to watch that one time, but then I just never get around to it.
You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Or I could just act it out for you because I've seen it 17 times from beginning to end. Voodoo Mama Juju. Yes. It's like molasses rolling off your tongue. Dude. Oh, you have to watch the Dementors. You got to watch the Prison Mike episode. All right. You got to watch it. Listen, when I met my husband, he wasn't into The Office either. He was like, I don't get this dry humor. And I'm like, shut up. You're going to watch it. And now he loves it. So
everyone's like, Derek, watch The Office. Watch it.
No, you got some naysayers up in here. But that's fine. You guys don't like The Office. You don't like The Office. It's just the best show that's ever created.
Have you ever seen Ozarks?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
Of course.
Have you ever watched the series Entourage?
Yeah, one of my favorites.
All right, I'm going to find one you haven't. Okay, hold on.
Dexter, yes.
Boardwalk Empire?
Yep.
Fuck.
I love period pieces, man. Anything to do with history. I love me some Nookie Thompson.
What's another one? Have you seen Squid Game yet?
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah.
Have you seen Narcos?
No, I saw that you were watching it though.
You need to watch it.
I don't love a lot of cop shows.
Like it's not a cop show. It's cartels, man. You would love it.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it then. If it's
you
cartels.
Would love it. What about Oz?
Nope.
So I did watch Succession. I watched the first season. I didn't like it, even though I'm trying to get back into it. I don't like one of the main characters, Kendall. I don't like that dude, man. He's such a pussy. He's always whining all the time. I haven't watched the new Dexter yet. It's on my list because I'm watching Narcos right now and trying to finish You. Have you seen You, Derek?
Nope. Another one, Yellowstone. I see people talk about that one a lot.
I have not seen Yellowstone. And I did try watching Sons of Anarchy, but I couldn't.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy. That was one of my favorite shows ever.
Really? I'm going to have to try again. Yo, Narcos is Peaky Blinders. Yes, I love Peaky Blinders. Oh my God. Cillian Murphy could get it all day. Love him. This is freaking, you gotta watch that too. Lucifer was okay. It was okay. Ray Donovan, awesome. Except I didn't like the season when he went to New York. When he was in California, I liked it. When he went it was like Californication. I liked Californication for the first couple of seasons. But then David Duchovny, I was like, dude, like you're literally not growing or changing at all. And not in a cute way. Dexter, I love Wentworth.
There's a lot of sex in Californication.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like David Duchovny just nonstop.
Just banging chicks.
Just and never like ever being like, maybe this isn't the best way to live. It just the whole time from beginning to end, there's no growth with him. Oh, I love Peaky Blinders, man.
Does Derek live under a rock? No, I was fucking busy. I didn't get to see it, man. I'm sorry. I bought a PS5. I was on this mission.
Yeah, he hasn't played it yet.
To buy this PS5. I was posting on Instagram. I was like pulling all the connections I could. The thing has literally been set up for months. I've probably played it 3 times. Maybe that. And I keep telling Stephanie, like, oh, I'm going to play PlayStation tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. Do it. I know he's not going to.
Why does Derek look so hot? It's the glasses. Because I bought these glasses from glassesusa.com.
That's actually true. You were wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Love it.
Glassesusa.com. Shout out.
Bones was
Hey,
good.
By the way, my chair is squeaking a little bit now.
Mine's not.
I can hear it.
Yours is a little bit, but when you're talking, you can't hear. House, Kelly, I just started rewatching House. Does Derek listen to music at least?
I listen to music, but it's usually like I'll listen to like I like a lot of like, so I'll go in the hot tub, I'll throw on some country music. If I'm working out, it's usually like hip hop. Like I gotta have like hip hop on or rap or something like that. Like I want to like be angry, you know. And then
It's the only productive emotion.
and then like I mean, but I listen to anything, honestly. I mean, I kind of like all types of music. I really don't have like because we like, I mean, yeah, we were talking about it the other day, like Nickelback, even like we are hating on Nickelback, but like Nickelback, Chris Daughtry, like I liked all those. I liked all those when they were like big.
I liked
Creed.
Nickelback, man.
I loved Creed.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about.
Yeah, remember I was like, I mean, I'll fuck with all of them.
And then I was like, remember when the dude from Nickelback and the dude from Creed did that song for Spider-Man, and you knew exactly which one I was talking about.
Yeah, and like back in the day, we were talking about Britney, dude. I'd fuck with some NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Yeah. I bust that right out. My senior year for like our like we did like these like superlative nights where like everyone would get like awards and stuff, and we could like do like these acting things, and me and my boys got up and sang to, I still have the video actually, Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. We were like lip syncing it, and it was like me and my 4 boys, we did that. It was embarrassing as fuck now, but it was fun at the time. We thought we were the shit at the time.
You are my fire.
Dude, we were all about it. Derek is helping me rethink how I feel about cops. Honestly, I'm glad. That's like one of the best comments I can get, because there is a lot of preconceived notions out there about cops, because there are cops doing fucking stupid things. So I understand where it comes from, because you see one cop doing it. How do you know they're not all doing it? But I will tell you that a lot of these conversations that I'm having with Stephanie, like the way I talk with her, that's how a lot of me and my friends who are cops talk, who are still cops, you know, like just normal people. They're just like you, and how you go to work in the morning and you get out and you talk maybe differently when they're the same way. You know, moms, dads, just doing a 9 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that the institution of law enforcement needs some revamping,
upgrades. Yeah.
Upgrades, changes, but in general, I wouldn't say that that like all cops are bad. And I know people say that all cops are bad, but I've met cops that are really good and really care. And so I don't want to sort of like beat on all cops, because I don't want those cops to leave, because I want the good cops to stay, and I want the bad cops to leave. But that's never the way it works, is it?
No, it really isn't. But that's why it's the responsibility of like the good cops to call out the bad ones when it happens, because if they feel like they have something to hide behind, like the shield, because their fellow officers will protect them, then they're more inclined to get into the field. And it's not easy to get into the field. So if they have like this idea that they're going to use this to abuse the power, maybe they'll think twice about it. If they know like they're going to, before they even get caught by the public, internally they're going to get destroyed.
And honestly, it's unfortunate, but when you look at things like the police, the military, politics, usually the kinds of people that will gravitate towards these positions, because they are positions of power, well, not usually, but sometimes they're bad people who just want power, right? Mm-hmm. So you also have to like sort of to understand that these kinds of jobs and careers, because they are having power, and so many people desperately want that, especially people who, feel like they never had power over anybody or anything in their life, and they're damaged and they have trauma, and they feel like, we just want to, this comment just took me out. We just want to exert our control over somebody. They'll gravitate towards these positions. And that's very, I'm doing a series on Dennis Nilsen. He's a serial killer from the UK. The first part will be out on Monday, guys. He was in the army. And then when he left the army, he was like, I don't want to be in the army anymore, because I don't like taking orders from people. And then he goes and he tries to be a police officer, right? And he was a police officer. I didn't say he tried to be a police officer, but he was like, I don't want to be taking orders. And then he goes to be in the police force, where you're also going to be taking orders. Like, it's basically the civilian military,
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing a uniform, you got a badge, you tell people what to do. So clearly somebody like that as we know from his psychological profile, he just likes to exert power and control over people. So that's unfortunate that, especially politics. I agree. Yeah, because they're the ones that make the rules and make the laws, right? The police usually just have to enforce them, but the politicians, they're like, we want to be the ones that are making the rules.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle. So remember that. I mean, we got a ton of comments. I wore a Thin Blue Line shirt for one of our recordings, and by the way, like, we can get into that a little bit. I mean, I don't mind discussing it. The Thin Blue Line shirt. Some people believe that the Thin Blue Line logo was created to combat Black Lives Matter. Like, it was created after that. The Thin Blue Line shirt has, or the logo, whatever, has been around forever. And my understanding of the Thin Blue Line has always been, we are the blue line that protects good from evil. Like, we are the line of defense that, gives a voice to the voiceless, protects the defenseless. That's how I've always, like, viewed the blue line, flag. But a lot of people feel like that shirt is like a back the blue shirt, and if you back the blue, you're against all other causes that may not be for it. And so we got a lot of heat on that video because I wore that shirt like I was trying to, like, represent something, when in reality, I was telling you, I've had that shirt for like 12 years.
You're a cop, so I assume
I've had it for like 12 years, dude. It was like, I was like, wow, I did not expect that. I didn't even think about it. Like, cause that shirt, so my brother's a firefighter, and my brother has the same shirt but with a red line.
There's like a bunch of lines lately. I saw a flag the other day when I went to get my eyebrows done. I was staring at it. It was outside somebody's house. It had like a million lines on it. And I was like, I don't even know what all these lines mean. Like, I've never seen a flag like this. It was like a black, maybe, it kind of looked gray, bunch of lines, all different colors. And I was like, I can't keep up anymore, man. I can't keep up. I'm going back home, locking my door.
Yeah. It's like I said, I remember I was like, holy shit, we're getting like a lot of heat for wearing that. I'm like, okay, cool, got it. Don't wear the Thin Blue Line shirt anymore. Deal.
Alyssa, I think you're right. She said, I think it unfortunately has some negative stigma around it because we have people who are on the extreme side who use that symbol in a not so great way. And this is very similar, right, to the swastika. Like, before Hitler decided to use the swastika, it was a symbol of peace for some cultures. And then he took it and he bastardized.
And I don't want to make it too, I don't want to make this because this is like a fun conversation, but the only counter to that is because I agree with it. First and foremost, there are some extremists that take the blue line and they're wearing it for that purpose. Like, hey, I don't support BLM or any other thing, so I'm going to wear this shirt to show this is my my dissension to that, or whatever the word is you want to use it. Like, this is my combatant to that. I would argue that there are people also who take a good cause like Black Lives Matter and use it to basically just be anti-police. Because that's not necessarily what BLM is. It's reform, change, etc. But I think people do it on both sides. So ultimately, it comes down to the person. That's how I look at it for me personally. So when I wear it, I'm not wearing it to be like, hey, fuck those movements. This is me saying I don't care what you think. So it's unfortunate that that's happened. But I understand where her saying that. I forgot who the commenter was. Totally get it. And so that's why, even though I have the shirt, I'm still going to wear it in my own personal time. But would I wear it on an episode again? No, not because I'm scared, but because I'm trying to respect the idea that some people have been misled to believe by nefarious people that represents, like, basically me turning my back on those movements and saying,
and the only thing that gets hurt from this is the movements themselves, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because you can't even tell anymore. So everybody's just suspicious of everybody, and you're like, are you wearing this for real? Or are you wearing it because you're trying to make a statement? It's just annoying. It's horrible. Yeah.
But horrible. I mean, people agree. I'm surprised, but most people agree in the comments. Like, there are definitely people who try to overtake a good cause for their own, like, agenda. And
of course, there always have been.
I don't want
throughout all of history.
I'll be the first to tell you, like, if I was out somewhere and, like, someone's wearing a Thin Blue Line shirt and they're like, "Fuck Black Lives Matter," I'd be like, "Dude, take that shirt off before I punch you in the mouth," because you're now I can't wear it because you're basically taking it over for something it doesn't represent. Like, I looked at it as like, hey, I'm here to, like, give my life for you if I have to, for the person next to me. You're turning it into something it isn't. So yeah, that sucks that that's kind of come a thing. But the fact that there were so many comments tells you that you're right, Stephanie, and everyone's right. Where like it's kind of been hijacked. That's the word I was looking for. Where it's like, you know, they've taken something that's been around way before any of this, and turned it into something that I never believed that it was.
Yeah, I say we just get a pineapple flag. Like, yeah,
Dude, a yellow line, that'd be sick.
Then yellow line.
Then yellow line, and that's us against them, you know. Stephanie, thank you for defending the children in Houston House of Horrors case. I felt you're angry as a mother, and appreciated that you did not give the mother any excuses.
It was a horrendous case. Freaking horrendous. Those are the cases that keep me up at night. Hey, Derek, Casey has been asking you about your wife and your kids, and asking you to shout out Jana, and asking you how they are for a while now. So do you want to
shout out Jana, Tenley, and Peyton? Yeah, she must know me from the Big Brother days. I don't talk a lot about I talk about my kids a lot, but like Jana doesn't have social media, and part of it is because social media sucks. And it's also because after Big Brother, my job was to essentially go after people who were possibly murderers but weren't caught yet. So they had the ability. It's easy, and this is no hate on anybody, but it's easy to like talk shit about a murderer who's been caught and is never going to get out again. But like I was confronting these people in person where they're more than likely weren't going to get locked up. So if they wanted to come after me afterwards, they could. So, you know, I'm very careful about what I share and what I don't share, but shout out to them. They're the ones that allow me to do what I do. They're also the ones that motivate me to continue doing it. So yeah, shout out them. Think that covers it?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't see it, so I apologize.
Yeah, I figured you didn't, but I also figured that it was just going to keep popping up.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a question for you, Stephanie.
What is that?
I'm not going to say, I want you to say the name. If you and Steph were in an alliance on crime, on Big Brother, what would the alliance be named? I came up with the alliances for all three of my alliances on Big Brother.
Yo, what was the name that in one of your alliances? Like, I forget who said it, but it was like a terrible name. And it was what's her name's boyfriend, the kid with the long hair, and he was
the
like
rationale. I'll never forget it. It was the worst fucking name ever.
It was like, the rationales, and then everybody was like, oh, that's awesome, dude. In your face, you were like,
and then they had me in the diary room.
And you were in like the diary room. You're like, it's the worst fucking name I ever heard.
And I was like, yo, that's a dope name.
So now you want me to give you a name so you can go in the diary room and talk shit about it, man?
I'm like, oh my God, Stephanie, that's so good.
And then he's over here. He's like, she's an idiot.
I'm like, yeah.
I don't know.
The killer
where
connection.
Do I get these
killer
flannels?
Connection.
These flannels, guys? Man, I have had my flannels forever. Sometimes when you see me, I'm wearing Adam's flannels because they're comfortable and large. Sometimes they're my own, but who knows where I get them from? Walmart, Target, wherever I see a cool flannel, I pick it up. All right. You should see my closet. I have 35 flannels and I love them.
Dude, imagine someone just said they're like, if you put up a pineapple flag, all the swingers will come. So imagine if we did like a pineapple themed cruise. That would be a sight to see.
I think it would be fun though, because, you know, let's be honest here, okay? I'm personally not a swinger. I don't like sharing. However, swingers rock, man. They can party. They party hard. All right. So like, even
they do a lot hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even if I'm not like, even if I look at your lifestyle and I'm like, that's not for me, I still hang. We could be friends, man, because I like anybody that can party.
Yeah, but we would go downstairs for like it'd be like in a dark, like we'd be like, okay, guys, we're going to do this mystery. And it kind of changed things up a little bit. We're going to shut off the lights for like 5 minutes and we're going to turn them back on and you got to go find it.
You turn it back on. There's an orgy.
Everyone's fucking each other. We're like, whoa.
Everybody's like walking around and somebody's like, I think I feel something, guys. This is a clue.
This is a clue. This is a clue. And you just hear someone go, yes, it is.
It could be a reality show, the Pineapple Cruise.
All of a sudden, like Royal Caribbean's like, you guys are never invited back again, ever.
Royal Caribbean's like, we have to bring in a cleaning
crew.
We have
to sterilize every carpet in here.
Did you see it under luminol? It's terrible.
Yes. Yeah, we would not be able to bring luminol on that cruise.
Yeah, we can name the boat the Pineapple Express.
Yikes. Oh my God.
Guys, you're cracking me up. I need this, but a long week.
And you're not even high, Stephanie.
No, not high or drinking, man. Just completely in my natural
High
state.
on life.
How did you know I wasn't high?
I can
It
tell.
is after 6. You can?
I can definitely tell.
Yes.
100% can tell.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, this is a good one. Would you guys cover the Rittenhouse shootings trial? I'm from the city where it took place and would love to hear your perspective. However, it's a very polarizing case, so I understand if not. It's a good question. What would your answer be?
I'm not touching that.
Yeah,
not with a 25-foot pole. Nope.
Yeah, I don't.
Because people out there be illogical right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I agree. I will say, I'm choosing my words wisely here. I will say it's one of those things where I've been watching some of the trial.
I've been watching the trial.
And I mean, I think it's no secret the prosecution is having some problems. Their witnesses are just not good. And they were not coached well or not prepared well. That's all I'll say. It's just, everybody's saying that on both sides of the aisle, like, wow, the prosecution is just not doing good. A lot of people are saying the judge has something to do with that. But yeah,
it's a crazy shit show, man.
It is a shit show.
And normally in a normal world, I would absolutely talk about it because it's been a very interesting trial so far. But
people are agreeing though. People are saying it like, the prosecutor, I guess he's like a very experienced trial attorney too. And he's just like, maybe the light's too big for him. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the spotlight is just too much for him. And he's like, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Either he's not good at his job or he's trying not to be good at his job. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I get it. I wish we could. But it's
I wish we could.
Yeah, it's one of those worlds where it's like if you even say anything, and especially when you're live, it's like, oh, it just gets completely segmented out, and then it's a clip of something,
Yo, earlier you said like, oh, I'm wearing this thin blue line shirt because I want to say fuck you to the other movements, and then and then you were like, oh, if it was something like that, and I was like, yo, people are gonna be clipping that and playing it as if that's what you said, and I was like, I can't even do anything because it's live. It's
there's 1,000 people in here, so you all better have my back if that happens, please. So, but yeah.
I just it's everything just kind of gets blown out of proportion. I think I said in a video the other day, like it's weird to wear masks in the airport because when I'm in the airport, I always have sunglasses on because I'm blind and I keep my glasses in my purse until I get on the plane and I'm reading, and then I have my sunglasses on, their prescription. So I keep my sunglasses on and then I have a mask on, and I was walking by like a security guard and she said something to me and smiled, and I could tell because I could see her eyes, and I smiled back, and then I was like, oh shit, she can't see me smiling because I have sunglasses on and a mask, and it makes me feel so disconnected from the people around me because I can't use body language and stuff and then all of a sudden in the comments I'm an anti-masker and an anti-vaxxer, and I was like, wait, when did I say that? Like I didn't say that.
Dude, it's a crazy world. Everything can be misconstrued. It's nuts. Longtime fan, Steph. Thanks, guys, for the great coverage of these cases. I'm going to check out BB with the big winner, DL. LOL.
Oh, you got to watch that. That's the only season of Big Brother I've ever watched. Derek's season.
Don't judge me too hard. I was playing for $500,000. No,
you did good. I think there's like a YouTube video online though, guys, where it like says from like beginning to end, like all the really like main parts. Yeah.
The kid literally cut up every scene I was in.
Yeah.
He actually hit me up and was like, do you mind if I do this? I'm like, he
did a really good job. He was like with the editing and stuff. I was like, damn, this must have taken forever.
Dude, it's like 7 hours.
Yeah. And like he did like this editing sometimes where he would like sort of, it was just really good.
Yeah, he's like, do you mind if I do this? I'm like, bro, I don't own it. CBS does. You do what you want, man. I'm like, I don't get any money from it. So they made their money on me already.
Beast mode cowboy.
Beast mode cowboy. I gave him his nickname too.
The rationale.
The rationale. Yeah, that was a bad one. It never made it. Although they thought it was a thing for about a week until we sent one of them home.
Were they really like walking around being like rationale?
Yeah, they're like rationale, dude. And then that week we blindsided them, sent them home. And you're like, wait, what happened? I was like, I don't even know. I honestly don't even know.
Didn't you feel bad about that a little bit?
Not when
I
you
feel like
know,
I'd feel
not when you
bad.
go in there knowing. The only person I felt bad about kind of betraying was actually Beast Mode Cowboy, because he
What about what's her name? The dark hair
Victoria.
chick, Victoria.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad about that because Victoria, like, she never won a single competition, so like she was only there for the ride, like she was just there to like. But Caleb won a lot of stuff to help get us where we were, so it was like he really was contributing in a big way. Like he saved us a few times. So didn't Cody, but it was just that I teamed up with Cody way before him.
Hayden, that's his name. Yes,
Hayden,
thank you.
yeah,
Hayden, the
Hayden.
rationale.
Yep, Hayden and
Um,
Nicole.
yeah, so I like Nicole.
Yeah,
She's smart.
Nicole was just on All Stars with Cody.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she was.
Yep. Yep. Cody blindsided her at the end.
I
So
liked her, man, because she like. I felt bad though, because that one time when you guys were like next to each other, and she was like, "You're playing this game so good," and then you were like, "All right, bitch, you gotta go now."
yeah, I got
And she's
nervous.
like giving you a compliment. You're like, "Okay, you're getting too close to the truth."
Yeah, she was starting
Yo,
to say
I
things.
would never survive in the Big Brother house because I'd be so freaking paranoid, man.
Yeah, it is. You are paranoid, and it's like
Mm.
that's why like when they asked me to go back for All Stars, I was like, I don't know if I want to put myself through that again. Honestly,
I don't think you could at this point in your life. Like you're
no.
different, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I am 37 years ago, and then I was broke.
And I mean, you were like a completely different person. I feel like you even changed just there. You came in, you were like all fresh faced and innocent, like, "Oh, let's go, guys," and then you were wearing a beanie and you had a beard.
That was some strategy, but Big Brother definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things, personally and professionally. Like I realized how small of a world I was living in when I got out of the house. But when I was in there, it made me appreciate a lot of things. Not to sound corny, but it really did make me appreciate things a lot more because you're in there basically under solitary confinement with these other people. But like it's just like prison, but worse. There's no cable TV. There's no books. There's no
You did not
magazines.
just say it's like prison, but worse.
It's worse. It's
No, it's
100%.
not. It's not
Oh,
worse.
when's the last time you went to prison?
I haven't been in the Big Brother house
Okay,
or in prison,
so
but at
so
least in the Big Brother house, you know you're about to get out in a couple weeks, and you might
oh,
be
okay.
leaving with money. Okay.
So let me run this down for you. Let's
Okay,
handle
okay.
this analytically, okay?
All right. Let's do that.
One thing at a time. In jail, do you have access to cable TV and movies?
I
The
think
answer is
you do,
yes.
yes.
Big Brother, no cable TV, no movies.
Can you
One.
read books?
In jail, do you have access to magazines, books, and
Yes.
reading material? Yes,
Yes.
you do.
Okay.
Do you have access to that in Big Brother house? No.
I didn't know that you didn't, but
No.
why
You
not?
only can they don't the only thing you are allowed to read in there is a Bible, which I read
Twice.
to stimulate your brain. Okay? Let's keep it going. In prison, do you get to have visits, whether it's in person or make phone calls or even do Zoom now they have some
Yes,
places.
yes.
You get all three of those.
Mm-hmm.
Big Brother, you do not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
In jail, you get 3 square meals a day. They have to provide that for you. It's part of like the living court. They have to feed you and make sure that you're full and all these things, right?
It's not good food though, Derek.
It's better than the thing that we have called slop.
Yeah, but
Which
you
is-
didn't have to eat slop.
I was on slop 4 weeks out of the 14 weeks I was there. I lost 18 pounds in the house. Okay?
That's good though.
So although you can get out, I would say if you were to compare 105 days in the Big Brother house to 105 days in prison, I would choose prison 100%.
Yo, is this true what Lauren just said? They won't let you even write in journals or anything?
They don't let you. I tried to use grains of rice to spell words out or make strategies, and they call you out for it.
You can't write?
No, you're not allowed to pen.
Oh, no.
I wrote on a napkin, "Hi, Mom," and they took it from me. I used Nicole's makeup to do it, and they took it from me. Yep. You
Why
can't
don't
even.
they-
Oh, here's another thing.
Why don't they let you write or read though? I like that. That's an
They don't
honest
want you. They
question.
just don't want you sending notes or passing messages that you don't see in the show. Even more so in the jail, you get to get your hair cut a certain amount of times. You know what I mean? They have like a barber shop. It's all safe and stuff. Big Brother, nobody gets to come cut your hair. You have to cut your own hair once a week while the cameras are off because the buzzers affect the microphones.
Yo, so is that why your hair got longer? while
That's
you were
why
there?
we all let our hair grow out. That's why I grew a beard.
Well, you could shave. You know how to shave.
You can, but you're only supposed to have like certain like I had the electric shaver and stuff. It was like it's not like you would have a regular place do it. So
I used grains of rice to make words.
I did. Ask him, and he was on the live feeds. Yeah, to try to make strategies.
I can't take it.
Yeah, grains of rice.
Oh my god. Yep. All right. So what do you do then? What do you do when you're not
stress the fuck out all the time, 24 hours a day about who's trying to clip you? That's what you do. Who's trying to take your dream from you? Who's trying to take the money from your family?
Oh, that would drive me crazy. If I couldn't read or write, I would go crazy. So I have to write down.
I might not have convinced you, but are you a little bit more in the middle now?
I still don't think that Big Brother's worse than prison because you know you're about to get out and you might have money when you leave.
Most people are starting to get. I'm not talking about death row inmates. I'm talking about like low level offenders in like minimum security. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, but like you're in freaking the Big Brother house with like cute little Nicole and Ariana Grande's freaking brother, and these people be in there with like murderers and shit.
Not in minimum security. It's like,
can you play cards? Chess?
No, they give you a chessboard.
Monopoly?
They give you a chessboard, no Monopoly, no nothing. But literally, like everything is like a perk. Like, oh, can you ask them for like a deck of cards? And if we got one, we were like so excited. Where deck of cards, dominoes, like all those things are like, that's like automatic in prison.
I kind of think that I would enjoy that though for a short period of time because I think
for like a week.
Because I think that it would like refresh me because I'm a person that always needs like I listen to music all day or I have like YouTube playing or I have something like on in the background. I always have to be busy. I'm always writing. I'm always reading. Like if I'm not doing that stuff, I feel like, what are you doing with your life? Get up. Like you suck. You know, you're like useless. So to not be able to do anything, you'd really be able to connect with the people more. And maybe that's why, because they want you to like make connections and make relationships and stuff. So they don't want you to be over there reading War and Peace, you know?
Hey, I got one more for you. You ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In prison, you're in the showers, you're in the bathrooms, and you have like security guards that are kind of watching. That's kind of invasive, right? It's invasive. Yeah. We have millions of people that are watching a shower and go to the bathroom 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
But if you drop the soap, you're probably going to be okay.
I mean, I don't know. There's been some weird Big Brother seasons, but yes, most seasons you would be okay. But yeah, I mean, it is like nothing I've ever experienced in my entire life. And then when I got in there, I got to be about day 7 and I was like, oh my God, what did I sign up for? They really they strip you of everything. Even all your clothes that you brought, 90% of them, you don't even get them in the house. They only give you like what doesn't have, like it can't even have a logo on the corner of the shirt, like nothing.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn, I thought you were talking about being wary of a controversial take on live. Clearly not. This is why the public can't relate to cops. I don't get it. Damn, I thought you were just talking about being wary of controversial take on live. I don't get that one. Do you follow it?
Nope.
I wish I understood what you were saying, Alicia. Sorry. I don't get it. I've been in prison camp for 10 months. It was like a vacation away from all the adults and responsibilities, and I learned new skills.
Hold on. Alicia, hold on. I'm going to just clarify because are you meaning him saying that Big Brother is worse than prison because he's obviously being tongue in cheek. Like he's
not being serious.
He's not being serious. Like it's just a funny argument. Like,
but DK did say.
I mean, we are being very like dead ass about it, but I don't. He's obviously kidding.
Well, I mean
you know what you have to watch out for in prison? The Dementors.
You think that Big Brother's worse in prison? Yeah. See, so you're right. I do have to clarify, Alicia. My sweet Alicia. I'm not genuinely saying if I had the choice of going to Big Brother or prison, I would choose Big Brother. Is that better? Is that better for me, Stephanie? Now did I clarify that?
It's weird that people don't have a sense of humor anymore.
I gotta ask. Let the court, let the jury decide here, if you will, Big Brother term. 1, if you understood that I was being somewhat sarcastic. 2, if you thought I was being serious. Maybe you and I are reading. Maybe you and I are idiots. It's possible.
Azkaban is definitely better than Big Brother.
Okay, it looks like everybody got it. Okay, so we're.
Here's my opinion. Okay.
So I guess we're. She grabbed the vape. She grabbed the vape. Now it's.
I feel like if you didn't get it, you're lying and you purposely didn't get it just to be contrary. Like you're
That's
just
possible.
you
Yeah,
obviously know that he was being sarcastic because no, it's like saying like, oh, I'm so hungry and now I could eat a horse. Obviously, you're not going to eat a freaking horse. It's just an exaggeration, man. It's just an exaggeration.
Somebody wrote, I appreciate this one. Everyone wrote ones, by the way, but one wrote two, but I just got there. Look, I respect the honesty.
Yo, so like legit when you first said,
somebody wrote two. I'm thoroughly disgusted, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a troll.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
Or you have no sense of humor in either way. Like you don't need to be here because we cover very dark things all the time. We have to have a sense of humor. We have to laugh or we would cry all day.
And I was competing for $500,000. I was competing for $500,000. It's obviously not like jail.
So when you first said it, I was like, yo, is this dude serious? But then when you were like, wait, can you have books in prison? I was like, oh, he's messing around. Like, he's obviously, you know.
Yeah, no, I would choose to go. If somebody said to me, you had to go on Big Brother or jail, I would choose Big Brother. Yes. For anybody who is on the fence.
The Dementors.
The detonators.
That's so funny. No, it's the Prison Mike Office episode, man. You got to watch it. You've got to watch it.
Did I win? I did win. I won $575,000. And I went the entire season without ever being nominated.
Stop bragging. William Sladen says,
yeah.
Ex-prison guard here. Derek is right. I think that he's being sarcastic. It's hyperbole.
Yes.
So
yes.
Don't get mad at William.
Prison sucks. From what I hear, prison sucks. That wasn't even a humble brag. I'm being serious. That was an actual brag.
What? That you won?
Yeah, that I won and was never nominated.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, so funny to me.
I can't take it.
What?
I can't take it. This is what is wrong with society and the world and the internet.
I didn't understand what she was saying at first.
People just want to be pissed off at other people, and when you don't give them anything to be pissed off about, they make shit up, and it's so annoying, man. I can't.
Hey, the worst part is she paid $10 for it.
Oh, $4.99.
Twice.
Oh, she did it twice? Thanks, Ash. Was her name Ashley?
Ashley, yeah.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thanks, Ashley. Love you, girl.
We love you, girl. We still love you, man.
You can
come back here anytime.
I'm going to buy a pack of gum.
Because this was incredibly entertaining for me. So you really did me a favor here, and I appreciate you. And
we owe you $10.
Be here anytime, man. We owe you $4.99 times 2. Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe you on this show, man. I haven't, and fun. You know what? I think I started watching like the new Big Brother because you were like, "Oh, you need to watch it so we can talk about it." And then I was like, "Yo, they're not as good as Derek. Like, they don't know what they're doing, man." So I had to stop because.
For my Big Brother people in here, they know though, my boy, and I'm biased as fuck, but Cody on All Stars crushed it. He did amazing. He won. Took the money. Stephanie, we actually had Stephanie got to meet Cody the other day because Cody and I have a podcast too, and we're not really like familiar with YouTube. So I was like, yo, we're just gonna call Stephanie. So we got on a 3-way call with Stephanie. She's like, what's up, Cody?
Oh yeah, first of all, hold on. You guys need to go over to the YouTube channel, The Winner Circle, and subscribe.
Yeah, we're just doing it for fun. It's not as big as Crime Weekly,
but it is fun, and I enjoy it. And I watch it. So gotta support Derek, and so I watch it while I'm doing my makeup. And so they get on a free 3-way call with me, and I'm like, I can't. You guys need to like verify who you are, like just identify yourselves before you start talking, because you kind of sound like exactly the same, and I can't tell who is who.
Yeah, Cody's good people. He's great. I'm sure there's some Big Brother people in here. They know Cody's a funny dude. And follow Cody on Twitch. Yeah, follow Cody on Twitch. He plays his games on there every day. He's a hustler. He's always on there. Derek is a way better. I don't know if I'm a way better player than Cody. Cody's really good at the competitions. Mental comps, I had him beat in most of those. But the physical comps, I mean, the kid's a pro soccer player, and he's 7 years younger than me. He's in amazing physical shape on top of that. Like he for fun in the back. Yeah. Stop, Stephanie. Stop. He would run like literally like 200 laps in the yard for fun. It's like, are you serious?
Never had a shirt on, man.
Never had a shirt on. But would you?
I mean, I usually don't have my shirt on when
No,
I'm
but
home
I mean,
either.
if I had
That's
a
why you were like,
six-pack-
oh, we're showering in front of millions of people. I was like, I would like that. You know,
Yeah,
I would
no,
be all
it's-
about it. I'd be like, get this frosted thing off of here.
dude, it's intense. I told like I remember. I think I told you this before. Like there were like screenshots of like my feet and like
Yeah, you
the
From
literally
the live
it's
feeds and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, man. They're like crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Creepy Christine liked Cody too. Yeah, I'm not calling her creepy. I like Christine, but Christine was married, and they got a little heat in the house.
Yeah.
Derek, did people on the show know you were? Oh no, so that's the thing. If you guys don't know the show, the way I got on the show is I basically sent in a 2-minute tape, and I said, "Hey, listen, guys, I'm turning 30. I was an undercover detective for 4 years. If you put me on the show, I'm gonna go in there and create an entire persona." And I'm never going to tell them that I was an undercover cop. And I'm just going to create this backstory that I was a Parks and Recreation coordinator. And I'm going to keep that secret the entire season.
But you did have that job for like a summer or so,
Yeah,
right?
for like
so
a
you
summer.
sort of had,
Yeah, that's what you always should do.
Yeah, like
always have
when you lie, have
Yeah.
a grain of truth in there.
Exactly. So fast forward, spoiler alert, I go the whole season. I never tell him, not even Cody, my best friend. And then on finale night, after you have to vote to see who's going to win. So I didn't want to use that against Cody because it was him against and I wanted to be a fair challenge. I didn't want to like pull that out on him, and be like, "Huh, gotcha." So I didn't tell him. But then after they voted and the votes were locked in, I stood up and I revealed to them that I was an undercover cop. It was a really cool moment, and it was probably one of my favorite moments in the house because they were shocked, dude. They were really like. They could not believe it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But can't do that again.
What do you mean you can't do that again?
Can't go in there and pretend I'm someone I'm not. If I go back, the jig's kind of up at this point.
That's why you don't want to go back.
It wouldn't be as fun because that is my superpower and it's gone.
That was your superpower.
I mean, of course. I mean, the element of surprise.
You don't have it now. That was like a
No.
once in a lifetime thing. There's no repeats, and you
No.
can't go back in. And then what if you lose? Then you're out on a high note, and you don't want that.
I wouldn't care about that so much. The reason I didn't go back for All Stars is just because the time. It was during COVID, and it was like 80 days again. My daughters are here, and they don't know what's going on in the world, and I was like, I just can't leave them. I was trying to find a way to do it. It just couldn't work. A lot of people that went, most of the people that were in there, not all of them, were single with no kids or in relationships but with no kids, and there was a couple parents in there, but not many. It was a tough time to go, but I don't regret it. In hindsight, my best friend outside the house won, and he's someone who was so loyal to me. I wish we both could have won on my season. So to have him win, I always felt a little bit, and I've said this publicly already, but I always felt a little bit of guilt. After the show, I'm not legally allowed to say it, but he had a very good Christmas. I'll say that. But it wasn't a $500,000 Christmas. So I always had a little bit of guilt about that. So the fact that he got on to go on and win, and he said right out, him and I talked before he went, we strategized, and he said right out that I was a big part of the reason he won. Dude, we're even now. We're good. You know what I mean? So feel great. Did you literally did you
It was an accident.
It was an accident. Yes, I'm married, but I was like, did you really just fucking pin
It was
that?
an accident, man. I meant to tell the one over. Did you do Christmas shopping yet, Derek?
I haven't. Have you?
Yep.
Really? Jenny
You know,
usually does all the Christmas shopping.
So actually, you're going to be getting a package probably at the beginning of November, but you cannot open it until.
Is it going to be my
Christmas.
pineapple thing finally?
No, that's coming. That's coming with other things, but you can't open it until Christmas. You have to promise. And if I find out you opened it before Christmas,
it's pressure on me. But you got to tell me how much you spent, because I don't want to send you something and have it be like,
what is a Secret Santa?
yes, that's so. I'm not like a one-way giver. Should I say what I did, which you think is stupid? What I did kind of buy I guess you would consider it a Christmas present.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
What I went and did the other day. That I went and reserved. As soon as I say it, you're going to be like, oh my God, how do I not remember?
know,
We
I
were
know
talking.
you are.
I'm just going to give you a hint. Adam, it's something me and your husband have in common.
Oh, yeah. For yourself.
Yes, that was a Christmas present.
As a Christmas present for yourself.
Yeah, so that's kind of. So I got to say it now because we're being so cryptic. So I don't know if it's going to happen, and it may not apply to many people here. And it's super hypocritical because I'm wearing a fucking Tesla shirt right now.
Oh, that's why people have been asking you if you drive a Tesla. I was like, why are they asking if he drives?
Yeah, I don't
see
drive a
it
Tesla,
now.
but I love
Right.
Elon Musk. But I did reserve the new Chevy Corvette Z06. I only reserved a spot to order it. So anybody who has connections with Chevy out there, hit me up, please. But I'm on the list. I'm on the list for the Chevy Corvette Z06. And Stephanie thinks I'm stupid. But
the podcast with Derek and Cody is the winner circle. I do
the winner
think,
circle.
I do think, I mean, I'm not like, I think you're stupid, but it's like, I would never spend that much money on a freaking car. But cars are my thing. Like, I like books. I would spend a lot of money on like a first edition book. I'd spend like $10,000 if I had it to spend on a book. I would spend it. So
Yeah,
I
so
see it. Like, we all have our thing.
I've never had the ability to buy anything like that. As a kid, we always had like secondhand cars and all that stuff. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like a moment where it's like, you know, I don't know if it's going to happen because from what I'm hearing, I'm on the list. But like from like Chevy enthusiasts, like even though I'm on the list.
Yeah, but you're high up on the list. Don't mess around.
No, I'll be honest. I'm number 8 at my dealership. But from what I'm hearing, like there's certain amount of allocations that go to each dealership depending on like the dealership's prestige or like their ranking in the Chevy universe. So I could be number 8 on like one of the worst dealerships in the country, and therefore they might only get one allocation. So yeah, if there's anybody out there that's got connections with Chevy, my name's in the system.
Move it up.
I want to go pick it up in Kentucky. That's where you can actually, if you're one of the fortunate people that get it, I told you this, you can go to the Chevy Museum and pick up your car. I will do it. I will do it in Kentucky and drive it home.
I would go to the Chevy Museum quicker than I would buy that, like, because that sounds interesting to me. Like, I'd like to see that, but I wouldn't buy the car.
No, I mean, like I said, I've had the same truck since 2015. And I love my truck. I'm going to keep it forever. It's an F-150. But I saw that car, and I'm never going to be able to afford like a Lambo or something like that. Like that's the closest I'm getting to it. And it'd be nice to like, you know, go 200 miles an hour on a track, of course, legally, of course.
That's really the only place. I mean, I can't imagine you can just drive around Rhode Island with 200 miles an hour.
No,
it doesn't.
I had a
like
motorcycle. I told you I had the motorcycle for a long time where I drove like an idiot, but I wouldn't do that anymore. No.
Like here, it's like we're kind of out in like the country, and so you could just speed around all the time out here because there's nobody around.
Did y'all hear that the businessman that went to space with William Shatner last month died in a plane crash this week?
That's what happens when you go to space with William Shatner, man. That seems dangerous. The dude from Star Trek. It's like, take it to Germany. The Autobahn has no speed limit. That's true. And you know what? There's not a lot of accidents when there is no speed limit. Like there's less accidents when there's no speed limit than there is when there is a speed limit. That's facts. Do I dye my, yes, I dye my hair. Yeah, I didn't wake up like this. My hair's lighter.
Ford, he was a pilot. Beam me up, Scotty. Hi from Australia. I was actually looking at our analytics the other day. It was like where our views come from.
We have a lot of Australia.
Big Australia.
In the UK too.
In the UK, yep.
Mm-hmm. We love it. Because there's nothing I like more than an Australian accent. Well, I like British accents too. Oh, I like Irish and Scottish accents. I like accents.
I'm stuck on the screen.
How much do I spend a month on my hair? I don't get it done every month, so I just get it done when it needs it. I don't know.
Chevy's going to make a GT3 Corvette too. Yeah. And yeah, no, they're not out yet. People, they're asking me, are they out yet? Nope.
Rhode Island isn't big enough to go 200 miles per hour. You'd be like from one end to the other in 5 minutes.
True. Honestly, if I get the car, literally, I'm going to probably drive it like up the street and then park it in the garage because I'll be too scared to drive it. But yeah, I want a Bugatti. Yeah, me too.
My favorite book? It's like, ask me what my favorite child is. Oh, so listen, I will probably be at CrimeCon in Vegas. Derek's not going, man.
Yeah, probably not going.
It's his wedding anniversary.
Yeah, so I probably won't be there. And not only that, Vegas is just like, I can only imagine what that's going to be like.
It's going to be fun is what it's going to be like.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, all right. It's gonna be that swingers party we were talking about on the cruise boat. But
That's what Vegas is all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember the first time I was in Vegas. I was young. I was 16, but I was with my older brother who's 10 years older than me, and he was always getting me into trouble. So he brought me to like this casino bar thing, and I saw a woman, no lie, heavily pregnant, like about to pop any minute, standing at the bar, just taking shots. And I'm not saying she was drinking and you're like, oh, it's probably club soda. Taking shots. And I was like, well, here we are in Vegas. Yeah, take your wife and celebrate in Vegas. Bring Jana.
We've been to Vegas already.
Oh, see, he's not going to do it. I've already tried convincing him. It's not going to work.
And not only that, like, that's kind of shitty. Like, go to CrimeCon for fucking your anniversary. Like, yeah.
Yo, we don't do shit for our anniversary, so.
Well, it's 10 years, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
But, wait, Derek has hair?
He does.
Probably a joke. My hair's out of control.
I don't work at Starbucks. My daughter does. And she got a little Starbucks apron for Bella. So that's probably the apron that you saw, because Bella has a little baby Starbucks apron.
I'd want it to be black. I was showing Stephanie pictures of it the other day. Black on black with
red interior.
With a red interior. Yep. Yep. But they're saying some people are gonna have to wait like 2 or 3 years. And if that's the case, give me my deposit back.
No, I bet it will be at least 2 years.
If that's the case, then I'm out.
Why?
I don't know. By then I'll have moved on to some other thing that I wanted. But I'll wait a year. I'll wait a year for it. That's it. If I don't get the call they're saying you should be able to order it by the summer. If that doesn't happen, then I'm out.
Vegas is trash. Vegas can be fun. They have good restaurants, man. Good restaurants, good shows. Every place has its positives and its negatives. Like, would I want to live in Vegas? Absolutely not. But fun to go and visit. They have really, fun entertainment, and they have some bomb restaurants. Some of the best restaurants in the world are in Vegas.
Stephanie, what do you think? We've gotten this question a bunch of times. What do you think about the whole Astroworld incident?
I don't know enough about it, but you do. Right? You know more about it.
We covered it on the Winner's Circle, so that's a good spot to go check it out. But, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I do think there's new videos coming out where obviously Travis Scott is the top dog there, and ultimately it's his show, so there's some culpability there. But it does look like from videos that are now coming out that there were multiple times where he stopped the show and was like, hey, someone's passed out right there. Hey, there's an ambulance coming through. Move. Like, he was doing some things. I do think ultimately it's going to fall at the feet of Live Nation, who is the event coordinator, who is responsible for providing security, providing the proper amount of medical personnel that are in relationship to how many people they're allowing in. Like, the ratio has to be a certain number where it's like, 8, one police officer to every 8 bodies that are there for the show. So, did they oversell the show? They didn't clearly have the proper barriers in place because they were able to knock them over. So really poor planning. Mm-hmm. And I think that Live Nation, they're saying it could be up to $1 billion in lawsuits. You have 8 people who have passed away already, the youngest being 14. The youngest person involved is a 9-year-old boy who's in critical condition. He's on life support right now. He was on his father's shoulders, fell off his father's shoulders and got trampled. So there's major, major problems. And I can tell you that I would think this would Live Nation's a huge company. Yeah. Their insurance is not going to cover this. I wouldn't think. I mean, they're not prepared for this. So they're out of business. They're gone. They're gone. Live Nation who? And I do think that there's going to be some, at the end of the day, when you're the boss and, you're working with Live Nation, Travis Scott, I mean, I think that his team or his company, his record label, whatever it is, I don't know the structure, they're going to have some financial responsibility too, because I'm sure there's already been 40 lawsuits or something already, or 48 lawsuits. So they're going to go after everybody. Will it stick in a court of law? I don't know. But, do I think Travis Scott should be canceled for this? No, I think there's been enough evidence that's already come out to suggest that he did what he could when he saw what he did, but he's got ear headphones in like us, and it kind of cancels out the noise around you, so he can only go off what he sees. There's tens of thousands, I don't know how many people are there, but it looked like a sea of people, And he's probably used to seeing people pass out and stuff because they're drunk or whatever. So, I didn't see anything completely clear yet that would suggest like he was inciting them to do this. Although there was like a tweet or something where he's like, I want the ragers or the people who like basically go against the rules to come out tonight, where like someone might try to spin that. Yeah, Shania, there you go. Somebody wrote
I don't
it
know
down.
if I don't know if it's really spinning it, if that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he said, but like spinning it in a sense like that contributed to this. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. Like, could they ultimately say he does that all the time and there's never been an issue? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I guess
I'm just disgusted by the whole thing.
50,000 people. Someone just said. I don't know if that's true or not, but 50,000 people.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't. I also think that there's a lot of like incorrect reporting going on about it. So when I've already seen, I think there was like something where they said somebody was running by and like stabbing people with like syringes, and then
false.
that ended up being not true. So as soon as I see stuff where they're like reporting it, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, that's been proven false, I'm like, I can't even mess with this, because now I can't trust anything that the media says about this, because what am I going to say? Like 3 days later, they come on, they're like, actually, we were wrong about that too. So it's like, that's the thing. That's the problem with the media. I'd rather be late and right than first and wrong. And that's what the media does. They want to jump right on it. They don't do their research. They don't fact check. And then they put out a bunch of stuff that makes the situation worse. And sometimes, even for us, people are like, cover this case. The Gabby Petito, cover this case on Crime Weekly, and we wanted to wait and see, because we want to give you the right information the first time. We don't want to have to make 3 videos after being like, oh, let us correct ourselves. That ended up not being true. That ended up not being true. It's just real bad. So I think everybody who is responsible for organizing it should be held accountable in some way.
Yeah. And then people are sounding off like, oh, they think Travis Scott is responsible too. And I haven't seen every video, but like I said, I definitely saw a few videos where he stopped the music and literally said, hey, there's someone passed out right there. And then he was like, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Like I saw it with my own eyes and heard it, where he saw someone passed out and did it. Again, I'm not even a Travis Scott fan. Like, I don't listen to his music. It's just one of those things where, I do think he's got this is going to affect his career. He's going to be, listen, let's be honest. He's going to be known for this for the rest of his career. This is something that will never completely go away. And I do think there's going to be an element where people will be afraid to probably attend his concert in the future. Would you let your young child go to his concert now? Maybe you wouldn't have before, but I'm just saying now, if you were okay with it, if your son, or if Aiden a few years ago now said, hey, I want to go to a Travis Scott concert, what are you going to say to him?
My kid, a few years from now, he'll be 11, 12. He's not going to any freaking concert.
But let's say Adam said, I want to bring him to the Travis Scott concert. Not happening. Right?
You're asking the wrong person. I wouldn't let my son go to any concert. There's too many people. True. I'm afraid he's going to get abducted. Okay. Yeah. So unless he's like tied to me with handcuffs, he's not going anywhere, especially something like that. But listen, nothing's going to happen to Travis Scott.
You don't think so? Nothing.
No. So he's not going to suffer. Maybe for 6 months, people will be going at him. But in the end of the day, he's got money, he's got pull, he's got clout, and he'll be fine. And that's the thing with canceling. Usually the people that are responsible and doing like the bad stuff, they're so big, it's hard to get them. So they end up being okay. But then the little guys who are screwing up, or who are, affiliated with these people, they end up being the ones that get canceled, because they don't have the power or the ability to escape it, to slither out of it. So yeah, I think it was weird to have a concert that big right now when there's still like the threat of COVID. Honestly,
that was crazy. That was crazy. It was 50,000 people, and it look like a sea of people. Someone keeps asking, a lot of people keep asking us about the Jelani Day case.
Yeah, people have been asking me too. I thought his mother came out recently and asked people to give them their privacy. Am I thinking about the wrong case?
I know that recently she came out and said, there was a lot of speculation that his organs were missing. Mm-hmm. And she came out and said, guys, stop saying that. That's not true. There was some paperwork misfiled or whatever, but his organs were with his body. So please stop spreading misinformation. However, my son didn't drown himself. How'd he get in the water? I still think that he was killed. And I think she's still looking to spread the word. But I don't know, it's one of those things where
Very sensitive right now.
but it's not. I mean, it's like we could cover it, but there's really not much known. There's like his whereabouts going into it, but like as far as I know, there's really nothing, like no leads or even anything for us to kind of sink our teeth into as far as like how, when we cover these cases, it's not just to like cover a tragedy. It's like, what can we do to help, or what can we learn
from this?
And I think it's too early. I know that sounds crazy, but I think it's too early where it's like, we don't want to be out there contributing to the conjecture that's involved in this case. We want to cover it where we know the facts, we know the circumstances, and we can kind of dissect that, knowing that it's coming from a place of, being factual, so that when you guys listen to it, you're not saying, shit, they're wrong, that's not what happened, or, that's already been disproven. So, and I think Jelani's mother would want that as well. Like, she don't give a shit if Crime Weekly covers it, only if Crime Weekly is trying to solve it.
And only if Crime Weekly covers it accurately.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And then that's kind of what I'm saying here. Like, I'd rather be last and right than first and wrong. So obviously this is a case that may one day be covered, but right now there's just so little information and so much misinformation that I think it would be a tough one to do.
Yeah, and somebody's saying they might have found Jelani's phone recently. If that's the case, I can promise you this: Stephanie and I will have zero access to the phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if they found his phone, I'm sure they haven't released what was on it. So,
Gabby Petito case, how many more parts? The Gabby Petito series is done. We only did 3 parts. We felt good with that. And today was the first and only part of the Amber Jackson case. So Gabby Petito's done.
That was audio, though.
That's correct. So Gabby Petito video version, the final part of Gabby Petito video already came out.
Yeah.
Yep, already came out. So to audio today was Amber Jackson, and on Wednesday the video version of Amber Jackson will come out.
And I'm so excited for the video version to come out, because I love hearing what you guys think about it.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. People
Summer Wells. Okay, asking because I sit on them to binge. Yeah, there you go.
Don't sit on them.
Gabby Petito's, you can safely binge that one now. I actually have been putting them in playlists too. So I don't put them in a playlist until they're done, because I learned that if you put it in a playlist and don't publish it, it still shows up in the playlist.
Yeah.
Learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
So
I learned that the hard way myself a couple years back.
Yeah. So once the series is over, I throw them in the playlist. So if you go on our playlist section, there I label them by victim. So every case there's no like catchy title or whatever. It's just their names. And so if there's a certain person that you're looking to see if we covered them, don't look up the offender, even if that person's more known, because I'm never going to do that. So unless it's like absolutely impossible not to, we're always going to put the victim's name there. Now, if it's like a serial killer case or something, we might, obviously, but I'm going to try to always make it so that it's the victim's names at the top of the playlist.
Yeah, Summer Wells is it's another case. Derek we did talk about covering it on Crime Weekly, and we think we're going to. Personally, I don't want to because I feel like it is another one of those cases that's so out there, and it's now become like part of the drama community, and there's all sorts of like scandal around it, and people are raising money for Summer Wells' family, but they're not giving the money. I don't know. There's like some stuff going on, and doing those cases, it's sort of Cleo Smith. I'm gonna write that down. Doing those cases, it sort of makes me nervous, because I feel like it also attracts like all of those kind of people, like the drama people, the people who follow these cases, and the people out there who are making like 6 videos a day on the same case, and they do this for like 3 months straight. And you're right, the community is in chaos right now. It's bad. So I'm kind of trying to stay away from that. However, yeah, I feel like it's better to wait for Summer Wells since there's so much still unknown. We'll see. Has there really been because she's not found yet. That's all I know as far as updates go. Like, she hasn't been found yet. And so I can't imagine what else could have come out between when I did my video on her when this first happened to now, where it's like monumental, like some huge change has happened. Because if that was the case, we would have more movement on it. So I don't know.
Shout out Candace, Little Rhodey.
Well, Susan Morphew, I mean, Barry's been arrested, right? I did see that Walker County Jane Doe had been identified and making an update video. Oh, someone zoomed with Don Wells and Candace. They're basically using them as entertainment. No one knows if they're guilty. Dr. Phil too. Yeah. Oh, it's been real weird, you know? So I don't know. It makes me nervous. And then we got it with the Gabby Petito case too, like all sorts of people coming over and just talking mad shit and being like, Brian's alive. It's those people that are like, Brian's alive out there. You guys are so stupid. Barry is saying another suspect. Okay, but that's Barry.
Well, not only that, so the dental records that they obtained for Brian to identify him, they used his dentist allegedly is Brian's uncle. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, so basically the dental records that were supplied to identify the skull that had teeth in it obviously were dental records provided by Brian's uncle.
That's a different story. God damn. No.
Somebody said to me the other day too, they're like, Brian could still be out there without his teeth, You don't need his teeth to live.
He could be. I mean, he definitely could be. He's a minimalist, so he could just survive on bone broth for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Maybe his uncle could have provided him with dentures.
Yeah, he could give him new teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done any updates on... Where did it go? Who just asked? I don't know. If I find it, I'll pull it back up, but... Here we go. It keeps moving, and it's so hard to, get. Anyways, yeah. That's crazy. Oh, the Tristan Bailey case. I haven't done any updates about that because I don't think that anything new has come out at this point. Like, I don't think Aiden Fucci's gone to court. But I did have somebody tell me they were unsubscribing from me today because I was not understanding of Aiden Fucci, a kid who brutally murdered Tristan. So no, I don't have any understanding for that. So you should unsubscribe at that point. Say lure, like lure somebody, or like go fishing with a lure. Do you want me to say it or Derek? I don't know who you want to say it, Samantha.
Lure.
Well, it's 11:30, dude. We should wrap up.
You're the boss.
Am I? Are you sure?
Somebody wrote, I'm unsubscribing because of Derek's offensive comments about BB prison. I want to see if I can do something here. Okay, I just saved him. I just blocked him. I'm on the YouTube.
So I think they were kidding.
No, they got blocked anyways. No! They were definitely not kidding. Read it. It's right here. Read it. I just unblocked them.
Okay, good. Unblock them.
Okay.
Because, I get it. I can't even see where it is.
They were not kidding. They had the angry face and everything.
Oh.
Telling you, they were not kidding. I don't think they caught the joke afterwards. I think they were just catching up.
Wait, maybe
he just wrote, am I blocked? Ha ha ha. So Theo, were you kidding or not? See if he
Was it Theo Wilmot?
I was joking, bro. Okay. See, you're back. No, Stephanie saved you.
Theo's been up in here, man. I watch everything. I got you, Theo.
She got you. She saved you. You're about to get that.
You're my boy, Blue.
You're about to get that quick put out.
No, I do feel like at this point in my life, I don't need any negative energy around me. I do block people. Not if they disagree with me, but if they're rude to me. If you're rude to me for no reason.
Derek triggered by the emoji. I was triggered by the emoji.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why if you're going to say something like that, you got to follow it with a laughing face.
Well, they put an angry face and nothing else. How else am I going to interpret that?
Because it would have been a ridiculous thing to say at this time. So, like,
who would ever think we weren't? Dude, to be fair, you wrote, I'm unsubscribing because of what Derek said and put an angry face. There's no way to assume that's sarcasm. I'm doing a video.
I knew it was sarcasm.
How?
I don't know. I just felt it in my heart.
You felt it in your heart. So you could have been wrong.
And
I was wrong. And I apologize.
My soul lives.
I apologize. I was wrong. But to say like, oh, come on, it's obvious it's sarcasm. That's a stretch.
Derek, it was obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You guys are killing
Yeah,
me.
people back me up. They're like, he's a shit stirrer for sure. But it's all good. I apologize. I was wrong.
Shitster is different than hostile.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't hostile.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had people put hits on me. That's hostile. This is fucking YouTube.
I mean, I'm still waiting for the hit I put out on you to follow through, man.
Ain't never gonna happen. You'll be waiting a
this hit,
long
man,
time.
is like real lazy. What's the next Crime Weekly series going to be on? We don't know. It's hard. It's hard to pick. Mad face emoji is always sarcastic for me if I ever use that.
Maybe I'm just old.
I'm unsubscribing because you are sarcastic.
Yeah, but see, Christina put an LOL, so.
See? I got that one.
That's the way you do it.
I got that one.
I love when people are like, I'm unsubscribing because, and then they say something that is like, because I don't, basically that means I don't agree with like your opinion on this one small thing that you talked about. And then I'm like, all right, okay. And then I'm like, I'm going to block you. So you didn't quit. You're fired. Isabel, the Johnny Gash case is interesting. I can't say anything about it right now because it's truly scary, honestly. So I talked to Johnny's mother, Noreen. This was years ago. I talked to Noreen Gash. There's a lot of shadiness with this case. And honestly, after I talked to Noreen and when I started looking into the case, I got some pretty scary correspondence, threatening correspondence. I'm not lying about this. And I'm pretty brave, but that scared the shit out of me. Also, when I was thinking about covering Scientology, that scared the shit out of me too. And then I didn't. Yes, it was bad with Johnny Gash. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I do. I have my hunches. But I feel bad because I did talk to Noreen and then I basically started getting like threatened and from like and like phone calls, dude. Phone calls, like private blocked phone calls. It was bad. Tom Cruise, right? Who was I just talking to about Scientology and we were trying to figure out all the celebrities and it was like Tom Cruise. Who's that dude? I keep forgetting his name. He's like he was a pretty famous actor back in the day. He was in Face Off with Nicolas Cage. What's his name?
John Travolta.
John Travolta, also in Scientology. Girl from The Handmaid's Tale. I forget her name. She was also in Mad Men. She played Peggy. Hey, did you ever see Mad Men? Probably not.
What's that?
Mad Men. Never mind.
Nope. Haven't seen it.
Laura Prepon also. It's crazy. Yeah, Laura Prepon. The chick from Danny Masterson. Oh, don't even get me started on that freaking scumbag. The girl from Dharma and Greg. I forget her name. Yeah, Scientology's not worth it, man, because I'd be disappeared in an instant. I'd be hiding out with the dude's wife from Scientology that hasn't been seen in years. Kirstie Alley. But I mean, like, some people are like, oh no, yeah, Elizabeth Moss, that's her. They're like, oh no, Autumn is a witch. I don't know. It could be because I got issues because I spoke with Noreen Gash. That I spoke to Johnny's mother, and maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because it's Autumn's witch said, well, why didn't Kendall have issues when she covered Johnny Gash? I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you that I don't want to cover it. So I do want to cover it, but I probably won't. Yeah. So people are like, oh, these people have left Scientology. I don't feel like you ever leave Scientology, man. Okay. They don't let you leave. It's real creepy.
Stephanie, listen to your Manson family series the past 2 days. Diane Lake's book is good if you still haven't read it. Love you guys.
Oh no, I know you didn't mean it snarkily. Autumn is witch. I know, definitely. If you had meant it, if I thought you meant it snarkily, I wouldn't have responded. Yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith
my
and his
Manson
wife.
series. No, they're not in Scientology.
That's what someone just said.
Will and Jada are not in Scientology. Stop it. Yo, did you know that Jada Smith was like in love with Tupac?
Yeah, they did. Didn't they talk about like the red table talk thing? They
Well,
did?
yeah, they may have, but like I just found out like it appears that like Tupac was the love of her life, man. And Will Smith was her second choice. This is like so scandalous.
Yeah, but ultimately she chose Will, right?
No, Tupac died.
Oh, she was with him before. I gotcha.
Like, ugh. That's crazy. Leah Remini left Scientology, but she's been public about leaving Scientology, and she's like all over the place, like A&E documentaries and series and stuff, so they can't touch her right now.
See, they are. That someone just said it. They are the upside down pineapple.
Oh, Jada and Will?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I think that Will does not want that. But yeah, Will Smith won by default. Poor Will. Can you imagine Will Smith is your second choice?
I mean,
he's awesome, man.
Yeah, I think Will's doing all right.
He's great.
I think even he came out and said, like, trust me, guys, I haven't been perfect either. You know, like, in the marriage.
Perfect.
Yeah, like, you know, he's like, oh, I saw that on Twitter. I didn't know what it meant. Jake Gyllenhaal got straight up murdered by the new Taylor Swift release of All Too Well. Cover that case. So I guess she like crushed him. I didn't even know Jake Gyllenhaal and Taylor Swift dated.
They did. Yo, that song Red, that's about him, man.
Is it?
And All Too Well, but I mean, they came out in like what 2012.
Yo,
I think.
it's a dangerous game to date Taylor Swift, huh? She will fuck you up.
Don't you ever say that about Taylor Swift.
I'm saying if it don't go well, she will hang you out. She does not care. She will write a song about you.
Why should she care? And that's what makes Taylor Swift amazing. She is a gorgeous 6 foot tall hottie. She's smart. She can write a hook and a bridge like no other. Okay?
So why do you think it hasn't worked out? Is it her or is it them? Like, what do you think it is? I don't know Taylor Swift. Like, I don't like listen to her music or anything like that. So like, why do you think because she used to date like John Mayer. Who else?
That dude from Twilight.
Taylor Lautner.
One of the Jonas Brothers, I think.
Yeah, she's had a few like famous boyfriends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think it's like? Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, he's a fucking good actor. I like him.
Because relationships don't work out, man.
But why does it seem like her relationships are like? Is it because she writes songs about every one of them? Because a lot of people have, you know, famous people have like. But why does it seem like her relationships I always hear about?
Because she writes about them.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what makes her great. She's amazing. She's loaded. She's talented. She's beautiful. But when you listen to her music, you just see a regular girl who has heartbreak and lusts after people. And
Calvin Harris. That's the other one. Yes.
Oh, I thought that they had a good breakup.
Orlando Bloom. Damn. Damn.
Orlando Bloom. Why didn't it work out? It's just relationships don't work out, man.
But it's yeah, and I do agree with you. Like, I think the part of the reason that like we know about all of them is because she writes about them. Yeah. So I guess she's getting something out of it too, because it's like, hey, I tried, it didn't work out. At least I'm going to sell a couple.
Exactly, and she writes from her real experiences,
yeah.
So it's like relatable, and you feel it. Oh, nobody writes a song like Taylor Swift. I'm gonna tell you. Can
we convert Derek to a Swiftie? I got nothing against Taylor. I've listened to a couple of her songs. They're just not and I listen to everything. My kids like a few of her songs, but like I can't like in the gym, can't do it. It's just not for me. And then
no, Taylor Swift isn't gym music. It's not gym music.
It's like breakup music or like
no, it's right? Like long autumn drive, stretching out highway in front of you. Just put on music,
I'm not doing too many of those. So that's why
you should listen to Folklore if you listen to any of them. It's amazing. She's amazing. Yeah, she did date a Kennedy, man. That's crazy.
She dated a Kennedy too. She had a house right out here in Rhode Island.
Yeah, so there's a crazy story to this house. It was the heir of the Standard Oil fortune. He married this girl, and then he died. He had like a heart attack, and then she has this huge house on the beach in Rhode Island. Right? I told you I want to buy that house. I want to buy that house. So it's amazing. And then Taylor Swift was like, I love this chick. She's a badass bitch, and I'm going to buy her house because I am too. Oh, reputation is good for the gym. True, Nicole. Folklore, man.
Some people say she's a narcissist. Derek has clearly never been heartbroken.
Yeah,
Not
Derek,
since-
you've freaking clearly never been heartbroken, man.
Not since Taylor Swift became like a thing. No. How long has she been in the game?
Forever.
10 years?
I mean, longer.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, she was 15 when she started, when she was country. Remember when she was country?
Yeah, she's 15. How old is she right now? Somebody tell me how old Taylor Swift is. I know. So she's been in the game 14 years, Taylor Strom said. So since 2006. And I met Jana in 2002. So maybe that's why.
I don't care, man. She's amazing. Shake it off, Derek.
Yeah, that's one of her songs. Shake it off, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah, but not her best song. Like, the stuff you hear on the radio is not the best that she has to offer. It's like what everybody's like, oh, this is great. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, dude, I have to go. I have to listen to Taylor Swift now.
Yeah, Derek, be a girl for a day. You'll get it.
No, what are you saying? Like, only girls like Taylor
That's
Swift?
what this person said. I'm just reading the sentence.
I know you are. I'm so speaking to them.
Oh,
God,
Jake
Gyllenhaal. Go write a
Gyllenhaal.
song about it, man.
Jake Gyllenhaal stood her up on her 21st birthday. That's cold.
That's what I'm saying. You know what John Mayer did to her? John Mayer? What a dick, man.
Well, John Mayer is like known for like hit and runs, right? I mean, he's like dated like half of Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
That's
He's
like
the
his,
worst.
That's like his thing.
Yo, Theo. I got you, boy. Derek is a man of culture. He prefers a bit of Nickelback.
Theo, you're gonna get blocked. Just because. I'm gonna secretly block you when we're not on a live. And Stephanie's gonna be like, "Where'd Theo go?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. He must have just kind of."
Where's Theo Wilmot?
You'd be like, "Where is he?" Yeah, I'm like, "I have no clue, man. I thought he was great. He has a good sense of humor."
Derek's like, I love Theo,
And
man.
like,
You don't
I'm
come
on
around here no more.
I'm on here at night, like Stephanie's sleeping. I'm like, "Fine, Theo, block. Bye, Theo."
Just sneak into.
And you're like, "Where's Theo, man? Haven't seen him." I'm like,
I haven't seen Theo in a while. I haven't seen him in a while. We should investigate.
Yep. Like, I don't know. He's on Derek's hit list.
Man, you know why Taylor has these bad relationships? Because she opens her heart to these people, and they're all douchebag narcissists, and they hurt her. Okay, so she comes like a vulnerable, open nerve, ready to give all her love and receive all her love, and they screw with her, and she says, "Okay, well now I'm gonna make $5 million off of you being a dick."
Theo, that's you, buddy.
Stop it! You can't do that. You know.
Is that like a
Holy
demonetization
shit,
thing?
You can't do
You
that.
can't show a knife on YouTube?
You can't say it's for somebody and then put the knife out.
Take it off.
Theo, I'm being sarcastic. There's an emoji. I was smiling.
Theo,
Theo,
just don't pay attention to him.
Theo, and you still got Theo on the screen.
I know.
He said, "Bye, Theo."
Theo, it's okay. Theo, he didn't mean it, man.
Theo went silent. He's like, "Dupe him out."
Well, he's probably scared, man.
Derek is a prime suspect now.
I can't believe you.
I was showing him my knife. Did you?
Yo,
I was
you're
asking if you
giving
liked
him
it.
I'm crying. They're giving him all sorts of ammo, man. Yeah, there's just gonna be like a gif of
gonna be
you
like-
just like releasing your knife.
No, it's gonna be a clip of me going, "Thin blue line, fuck Black Lives Matter," and then me holding
Theo,
a
this
knife.
is for you.
Yeah,
no,
this is
no,
for you.
You just, oh my God, you're doing it again.
I'll do it 1,000,000 times.
All right, I can't do this. I am a rule follower, man. Remember?
Oh my God, she's
I
like
don't even
sweating over
jaywalk.
here.
Oh my God.
Theo's gotten more play tonight. He's like, I'm a genius. He's like, I did it.
No.
Guys, it's Steph High. Yo, I get that feeling sometimes too. I can't.
I'm not
yeah.
though. I need to be. Yeah, that clip is totally on Twitter now. The whole clip. And you just made their job so much easier because you were like, no, it's gonna be this.
Yeah.
And then you paused so they could
But-
edit it.
but
and
I
then you
already
said
know.
all the horrible things and stuck the knife off.
Yeah, no.
God damn it.
Devil's lettuce gives me anxiety and makes me paranoid.
It's a fake knife. It's rubber. It's a prop.
Yes, it's totally prop. A metal prop that's been sharpened.
Yo, what if something happens to Theo now?
I mean, Theo, we don't even know if that's his real name.
You're so screwed.
Yeah. I know, because Theo's in San Francisco and I'm in Rhode Island. If something happens to Theo tonight, it was clearly me.
And what if it doesn't happen tonight, Derek?
I wouldn't know. I don't know who Theo
What
is.
if Theo lives in Rhode Island? Do you think about these things before you hit the knife button?
Theo, stay off my street.
Is Derek a shark or a jet?
I don't get that.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't. West Side Story, man. Come on.
I don't get it. I'm the cooler of the two, whatever that is.
You're the cooler of the two?
Of whatever those two are. I'm the cooler of
Next
whatever
on
those...
Crime Weekly, Theo. Oh my God.
Come on, you guys thought the knife was cool. Let's be honest.
I'm so stressed out now. You guys asked me if I had anxiety. I do now.
There you go. She's going to be smoking some fucking devil's lettuce tonight.
I don't smoke. I use edibles, trying to protect my virgin lungs. However, yes.
You know, that's funny. We're going to go to CrimeCon one year and this girl's going to come up to us and go, I'm Theo.
Oh, what if Theo is a girl? I don't even know.
Yeah, you see, I said both because I'm,
Theo's a super cool name, though. I love the name Theo. I think that's why I like resonated with Theo so much because I was like, you got a really cool name, and so you can't be bad.
New merch alert, knife button.
The knife button. You push the knife button, man. I am Theo. I am Theo like Spartacus. Now you know that reference, right? I know you do.
What?
The Spartacus reference.
Which one's that? Which show? It sounds familiar.
Spartacus?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you like Sparta?
Yeah.
Spartans? And you've never seen Spartacus?
Nope.
All right.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be an exposed video of us tomorrow, and it's just going to be perfectly edited.
I know. I'm going to have to save this live.
It's going to just like every so often it'll pop in with you going.
I'm going to have to save this live just so we have it in its entirety.
Spartacus from Spartacus? No, you've never seen the movie Spartacus?
No.
You know when like he's like this he's like one of those gladiators that they would put in and like that like get eaten by lions and stuff, and then they're like, who's Spartacus, because they're gonna kill him, and then all the guys, they like have solidarity and they're like, I'm Spartacus, so they can't tell who Spartacus is and then they can't do anything to him. It's like epic, man.
I agree. 300 is better because I haven't seen Spartacus.
300 is also good. They're different.
Yeah, I did not block Theo. He's just not talking.
No, he's not talking. He left. He probably calling the police.
He's like, Derek,
man.
you took it too far. You didn't put a laughing emoji. I didn't know.
Dude. I wonder what song Taylor Swift would write if she dated you.
She wouldn't have to write a song because I would never break her heart.
Are you okay, Theo? Let us know.
He's right there.
Wait,
Am I actually blocked, LOL? No, I think it's so many people
no.
commenting.
You're fine.
You're there, Theo. You're there for now.
We're okay.
Until Stephanie's not
Oh
looking.
my God, what's wrong with you? You just said you're there for now. You just shot the knife up.
Until Stephanie turns around and then boop, block. I'm actually gonna block you with the tip of the knife on the
I'm
iPad.
alive, Theo.
He said I'm alive. He said I'm alive.
You gotta admit, Theo's cool, man.
I like Theo.
I like him.
Theo merch, fuck the world.
Theo.
We're gonna have like a silhouette like that says Theo, just him holding a knife.
Or like the Alfred Hitchcock like outline. Oh, plot twist. Theo's actually 12.
Dude, for real.
Oh God, damn.
I wish we could go live with Theo right now. Can't invite somebody here, can you? How many people can you have in this room?
You definitely can, but I don't think that we should. Run, Theo, run.
Theo, so who are you really?
I have to go. Derek stays up till 6 a.m., but
I do.
I only stay up till like 2, and I'm rewatching season 2 of The Good Place right now. Probably Derek hasn't seen that either.
Nope. I gotta finish these cases before Monday.
He does more important things, yeah.
I gotta finish these cases by Monday. People are driving me nuts.
But I do love TV. I do.
I'm gonna try. I mean, it's already midnight, so probably won't Probably
Yeah,
won't
you're
watch
supposed to
anything.
watch a movie tonight.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen now.
Not gonna happen. All right, guys, we are gonna go. We're gonna go.
Mhm.
We want to go live though at least once a week though. Would you guys
We're gonna
want?
try.
Would you like
Yeah,
that? Would you like that?
yeah, we're gonna try to
Would
do
you
it.
like it? Derek channeled his inner Swiftie. If I send you a Taylor Swift song to listen to, will you listen to it? Just
Yeah,
one.
I mean, I'm not hating. Like, it's not like I dislike Taylor Swift. It's just like, hasn't been my thing.
And not you don't
Ariana
actually-
Grande.
You don't
Ariana
actually-
Grande.
What about her?
That's who I fuck with. I'm loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Ariana Grande too, but she's not a fucking brilliant songwriter. Like,
I think she writes some of her songs, doesn't she?
oh, I don't know, but they're not as good as there's some. Okay,
Who has a better voice, Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande?
they have both very good voices. Listen, when
Inaccurate.
Ariana Grande was on Nickelodeon, okay, or Disney
Inaccurate.
Channel or whatever she was on, she
Lies.
was a little girl. She started singing, and I said, "That's
Lies.
the next Mariah Carey." People be sleeping on Ariana. All right, she has
I
a
don't-
great voice.
I don't think anybody's
That is the
sleeping.
next Mariah Carey.
She's
When
Whitney
she
Houston.
first came out, dude, no Mariah Carey.
She's
Her
I think,
her vocal runs are all Mariah, dude. What?
See,
Anyway.
they're all agreeing with me right now.
Nobody's agreeing with you.
Ariana
When
Grande,
Ariana
or
Grande
Taylor
first
Swift as
came
far
out-
as their voices. You ready? You're about to get smashed. It won't even be close.
I don't even care. Do you think I care? I don't care.
You do care. You
I
care.
don't care what they think.
You care.
Because I am number one Taylor Swift until I die. Until
Well,
the day I
Your
die.
bias is showing.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, but you're biased about things too, man.
I mean, I'm biased because I know Ariana.
Adele has a better voice than anybody, man.
Ariana's a sweetheart. I remember literally, quick story. I literally remember after Big Brother sitting on a couch watching, what movie were we watching? Sitting next to Ariana watching a movie, and I'm like, this girl's like an international pop star, and we're sharing a bucket of popcorn.
You're just name dropped, man.
I'm like, world is small, man. I think
He's like Derek's like Tahani from The Good Place.
What's that? You're just jealous because you haven't met Ariana.
Yeah, of course I'm jealous because I haven't met Ariana.
There you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I
So
would.
you're loyal to Taylor. You're loyal to Taylor, and I'm loyal to Ariana because.
But you're just loyal to her
You know?
because you met her.
No, I literally stayed at her house for a week.
Yo, you keep doing it, man.
Yeah, yeah. Who can say that? Stayed at her house for a week. She hooked me up when I was getting interviewed for breaking homicide in California. Instead of renting a hotel, I stayed with her and Frankie at her house. Super nice, super accommodating. She was like literally the most down to person.
No, I'm sure she's super nice.
Down to earth person ever.
Great ponytail, man.
Super nice. I remember meeting her the night of the finale, and she was like, "Hey, I'm a huge fan," and I was like, "I just found out who you were, but thank you." But
they're both like incredibly like literally. I knew from the moment I heard her sing when she was like a child because my daughter used to watch the show that she was on the Disney Channel. I was like, "Yo, she's gonna be big. Like that's the next Mariah Carey," and everyone was sleeping on her back then, but now they know.
Guys, if you guys don't believe me, some people don't believe me. Go look at Ariana's Instagram. See who she's following. This guy.
Cardi B or Nicki Minaj? To me, once again, very different. Cardi B, this is like club jams, like let's go out. For me, Nicki Minaj, especially like the collabs she's done with like Drake and stuff. It's kind of like more hardcore. Like I put on Nicki Minaj when I'm pissed and I want to be like, yeah, can you fucking stop pushing the knife button, man?
I didn't push it.
Demi Lovato also has a great voice, but she drives me crazy.
Demi Lovato's a big true crime fan. Did you know that?
I'm not. It checks out.
She's a huge true crime fan.
Yeah. Checks out. She's a lot of things.
Derek is the only person who hasn't dated Taylor Swift.
Derek versus Ariana. Okay, I gotta go. It's midnight, man.
All right, cool.
I know. You're like, look, we could just stay live forever. See, this is what happens. Every time before I used to go live, I'd be like, oh, I'm so tired. I just wanted to get in bed. I don't want to go live tonight. And then as soon as I'm on the live, I'm like, I just don't want to leave. Yo, whoever said Demi Lovato screams, she sings, but like, listen to Stone Cold by Demi Lovato. The vocals on that song are very hard to match, by the way, but it's amazing.
I concur.
Yeah, you know Stone Cold. Is that your gym music?
Nope. But
I
this
like
is what
all
we do.
music.
This
so,
is what we
I
do on
mean,
our recordings. We start at 8:30.
Yeah, we definitely.
And it's 1 o'clock in the morning because in between the recording we're talking about the most random shit.
Yeah.
Our poor editor gets a 3-hour clip that has a 2-hour episode in it.
Sometimes we have to just like stop the recording.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, John's gonna hate us.
I love how you pinned. I just noticed. I can see up here. Derek channeled his inner Swiftie in those moments.
I just want everybody to know.
I don't know if I like you having control of the pinning.
Well, this is the way it is.
I'm surprised you didn't pin every one of Theo's comments.
Yo, somebody just said good night, Derek, Steph, and Theo.
That's good. That's good.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go live weekly. We want to.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do it more often. It is fun. It is like a very different from our episodes too. So it's a nice like change up because we can be like less on and just have like normal conversations. You know, kind of shoot the shit.
Yeah. Hit knife buttons.
Hit knife buttons. Talk about fucking swingers on cruises, and I mean the gamut of what we've covered tonight.
These are hypothetical. Oh, which song am I sending him? So it's actually not from folklore. Well, no, maybe it is. No, I think it's not. So there's so much. It's so hard. I don't know which one. But Theo, make sure you stay safe tonight. Okay.
I'm gonna make a shirt. It's gonna be on the merch store. It's just gonna say, "Where's Theo? Where's Theo?
Theo, stay safe."
Theo got blocked and came back from the dead, man.
Oh, the song I was going to send him is "'Tis the Damn Season," and it's on Evermore. Theo, keep your nightlight on.
Amy wrote, Theo needs a keep you safe kit.
That's what I'm saying. You need to send him a complimentary keep you safe kit now. For all the trouble.
Knife button.
Yo,
merch.
will you stop with the knife button?
I think people like the knife. I think it's just you.
Knives make me nervous. I don't know why.
Dude, I mean, I keep this on this is my letter opener.
Okay.
This is for.
So we're just going to call it a letter opener.
That's what it is. It's a letter opener. I keep it right on my keyboard. Like right
Theo,
next to
you
it.
need to be on every live now, okay?
Don't make me get my real knives. This is just like I said, this is like butter your toast with this thing.
Oh, you're so strange. It's yeah,
Letter
you could listen
opener.
to Nobody, No
They put
Friends.
air quotes, letter opener.
Yeah. It's my letter opener that I can't bring on a plane
No, you definitely can't.
because it's a weapon.
It's over 3. It's over 3 inches. So
Yo, you're killing me. Like
you can't bring a pair of nail clippers on a plane. So
I brought nail clippers on a plane.
in your carry-on, not in your carry-on, right?
No, in my purse that I
Really?
bring on the plane. Absolutely. I just did. Yo, they're getting lax, okay? They're getting lax. Because I also had like a big bottle of mouthwash in my purse that was way over the ounces that you're allowed to bring on a plane. They didn't grab it. So weird.
Yeah, they're definitely slacking. Yeah, it depends. If the nail clippers have like that, I don't know what it's called, but the knife part of it that like folds out, you know what I'm talking about? The file.
Yeah, the file.
Yeah. So they should at least be checking them. But I bet they're not even checking them, huh?
It doesn't appear that happened.
Wow, that's crazy.
Doesn't make you feel more reason I don't want to fly.
Yeah. No.
They'll take them if they find them, though. Hopefully they find them for the right person.
Yeah, if there's people even in the comments, they're like, I take my nail clippers all the time. Nobody ever says anything.
Yeah, somebody said this is a Midwest goodbye. I agree. I prefer the Irish goodbye, where you just leave. You don't say goodbye to nobody. That's how I leave all my family gatherings, by the way. It's so much easier.
Well, clearly people didn't believe us because we didn't lose anybody to not be in the room. They're like, okay, yeah, bye.
Well, yeah, because you were like, oh, I guess we can stop.
I mean, I guess if Stephanie's going to be party pooper about it, but yeah, that's fine.
I have to go to bed. I've been up since 6. You woke up when you called me, which was around what, 2?
What was okay? So now, now apologize because what did I tell you earlier happened today? Go ahead.
He said now apologize.
Okay, so what did I actually tell you happened today? And you talked to me like, oh my god,
you got home from the hockey game.
That's correct.
You fell asleep on the couch.
At what time?
5.
1.
1.
a.m.
And then your wife came downstairs at 5 to let the dog out.
Correct.
And then you woke up, but then you couldn't go back to sleep because
Right.
once you're awake, you're awake. And so then you said, I'm going to get some work done.
Yep.
And then you went back to bed at 7:30?
No, I said I was going to try to,
Tried
but
it,
I didn't.
but you didn't.
So I went to sleep at 1 and I got up at 5.
Yeah.
You said you got up at 6, right?
Mm.
What time did you go to bed at?
2:30.
You were 2:30 in the morning?
Of course, you know what you when do you text me at like 1:30 and you're like,
you're
are
never
you up?
early.
Yes, I am every night, man.
If I would have said I went to bed at 2, you would have been like, oh, I went to bed at 3.
No, I went to bed at like 2:30. I was watching The Good Place. I was binging it. I watched like half a season last night.
Okay. Well, you got to get your extra hours.
But
sleep then.
I've never needed a lot of sleep. Trust me. But I do have to get up early tomorrow.
Special brownies. Go live
Smash
on
the
Insta.
knife.
No, I actually I'm only kidding with Stephanie. I actually have to I have cases due Monday for my other job. So I got to get those done anyway. So it's perfect timing. I'm going to go get some food, maybe grab an ice cream sandwich.
Oh.
And then I'm going to get some work done. You're not having an ice cream sandwich. You're going to sleep,
Want
remember?
an ice cream sandwich.
Nope, you're going to sleep. You need your sleep.
Yo, remember the chocolate ice cream sandwiches?
Yeah, they're good. I
Those
still
were
have 'em.
so good. I've
still have 'em.
not seen them. I remember them at school, man. I used to spend all my lunch money on 5 chocolate ice cream sandwiches. I did not want the lunch. I just wanted the ice cream sandwich.
Okay, we can say goodbye now.
All right, bye guys.
See you guys later.
See you later. Hold
Go
on,
sub-
I don't know how to end this.
Go for all the YouTubers out there, go spam our go to Apple Podcasts and literally if you haven't liked the podcast, because we're trying to get like a ton of ratings on there, so go to the audio version please and 5-star it and leave a comment and it'll boost us up on the ratings, because we get a lot of views, a lot of listens, but we don't get a lot of like comments. So we really appreciate it. There's 1,000 people in here, so that would be a huge help.
Especially you, Theo.
Especially you, Theo. I want to see you comment on the Apple Podcast saying, "Where's Theo?" Everybody, go comment. Where's Theo?
Where's Theo?
All right.
All
Later,
right,
guys.
love you guys. Bye.
Bye. As we sit here.